Hi.
Hello.
Oh.
Are we plugged on? Yeah.
Hey, everybody. What's up?
How you doing today?
Woo. You know, it's been a good day. I'm feeling relaxed after the festivities.
Yeah.
As of
you had
yesterday.
A good birthday?
Yeah, I did. I really did. You guys over there? John?
Yeah, surprisingly not hungover.
Nice.
Really?
I know.
It's pretty
Maybe
intense.
a
I should
lot
probably
wine is
actually
consumed.
talk into my microphone.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for them to hear you
What?
otherwise.
No, I had a good day, I think.
Nice.
I spent some of it, celebrating my sister's birthday, which is always a good way to go.
John, I didn't know we were sisters. Oh,
Well, we're not.
hashtag have a Scott. Oh, you
No,
were.
I
you
actually
were talking
have.
about.
I actually have sisters,
That's my bad. Sorry.
and it's my older sister's birthday today.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
birthday.
John's sister.
We went and watched "It's a Wonderful Life" in theaters. You know, that movie is different when you have to pay attention to it.
Ugh.
When do you normally watch it?
Like on TV.
like wrapping
Like, just
presents
gotta
and
settle.
Like
stuff
the
like that.
background kind of movie?
Yeah. My family has this tradition of always watching White Christmas every year. But It's a Wonderful Life just like happens to make it into the rotation, that kind of thing.
Has Scott done something with his hair?
I mean, there's like a nice little curl to the for a little piece of his hair today.
I mean, your eyes are looking especially blue today,
I
Scott.
used to know.
Shiny.
Yeah.
Very shiny.
Oh, hang on, guys. I just have to. Sorry,
Shiny.
I left this over here. Hang on, 2 seconds. Okay, all right. Whew, good. Okay.
And
Sorry. Ooh, all right.
oh, Scott, you've changed.
My God,
For the worse.
you've oh. Oh.
I liked you better pink.
Yeah.
Now you're just blue.
I liked you better when it wouldn't have been awkward to mount you.
I don't think you've winked at me in 59 episodes of this game. What are you guys doing back there?
Hiding.
Oh shit!
Hiding
Kung Fu
from the
Fender's got his
innuendo.
pikes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Holy crap.
They can take on cavalry and sometimes tanks.
It's true. Really depends on your
Sometimes
upgrade tree.
cannons.
Oh, here we go.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Hello.
Well, it was bound to happen. What's
I
quote
mean-
1,000? Can someone just quote 1,000 for me? I know it must be special.
It has to do with prom.
So of course it's special.
Guys.
Brum, 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 brum.
Brum,
Yeah, it's
brum,
probably
brum.
not that
Oh, my name's Brum.
Assassin schemes with an owlie.
Ooh.
My name's Brom. Which wife?
Oh,
Shrug.
wifer.
Blah blah blah. Ex-wife. I mean,
Oh,
my
stay
human
here.
ex-wife said Scott like half an hour ago.
What is a joke?
That's fucking perfection. I'm happy about that.
Oh, wait. Does that mean that Crosshair missed? All right, fair enough. Crosshair, would you say you missed the beginning of the stream?
Yeah, I saw liver hype, but would you say that you missed the beginning of the stream or no?
Hey!
Lemon Eater joins House Dougal.
Dougal?
Ooh.
Best house in Concordia
Dougal's on
these
the
days,
rise
right?
these days.
So we hear.
I probably shouldn't say it like that, but... Oh, good. Okay.
Exile.
Secret corner. But
Oh,
if we're
secret corner.
talking about right out in the open, we are of course going to salute she who knows 10,000 things and Entropy's disciple. Everyone in the crosshair, both here. For us, persona or fursona?
Fursona.
Oh, let's not...
Truth.
You decide.
Hashtag truth. Let's not... Anyway, let's not go there, I guess, but... I don't know.
I like the
Pinkie
little
Pie and I get
bunny
along.
salute
It's
that
cute,
you
eh?
guys have in
Yeah.
the chat now. It's
Oh.
amazing.
If his
Yeah.
ears touched, you could just simply do it like this.
Ooh. Actually, that looks kind of nice. The circumflex.
That's
Or
right.
whatever.
I think I was in a sneaky house last time. Hashtag sneaky house.
Yes.
Like magic.
I
yeah.
remember when we were talking houses and stuff, I was like contemplating, one of the less well represented houses, a Lille or something.
Aiel?
Aiel,
is,
sorry. Yeah.
That's not a less represented house. It's just an unseelie house where they're all smarmy little fuckers.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Hello,
I
I
had
am
my
Brum.
fill of that, right? So, hey, I'm Brum. What's up? Ugh, that doesn't work. That wouldn't be great.
How have you all been?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? And John?
It's a milestone episode.
It is.
We have officially surpassed Exalt-Twitch.
In terms
in
of
terms of- yeah.
length. Well, episode numbers.
Episode quantity.
Episode
Maybe not in terms of
So number.
girth. Well,
Wow,
depends.
Scott.
Maybe it depends on your definition, I
God.
suppose.
It's okay. It's your birthday.
Sorry.
Well, it's not.
It's
totally
not.
your birthday anymore.
Damn
it hasn't
it.
been for a while.
Yeah, I'm just really good at being like, it's still my birthday. I get to do what I want. Like, ugh, just indulge him.
I get
God.
to make dick jokes whenever I feel like.
penis, penis, penis. I know, guys. I know.
This is also our last episode before we take a 1 week off
Happy holidays.
for the
End stream.
holidays. But we'll be back on the 30th. 30th?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's up? What are you? Oh,
Trying to decide what Cutie Mark would be.
Are you?
Is that
a
me as a
Scott
pony?
Apparently.
That's nice.
I buy it.
I'm like looking at that for reference.
Can you do an arm with a rolled up sleeve? Because that would be Scott's cutie mark.
Perfect.
No, isn't it? No. I feel
The little
like
Rosie the Riveter action here. Scott Humphrey, adult.
I can do it.
Thanks, weirdness.
Yay!
Not a holiday stream day. Well, kinda. You'll notice the date that we're starting at.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
I did say that this session we were going to be advancing to the present day.
Mhm.
That is the truth. By the end of the session today, we will have advanced to the present day.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But there's a few things that we got to meet along the way. A few loose ends or maintenance that we need to take care of. So that's happening.
Always keep up your maintenance, guys. It's very important.
And tie up
Hubris.
those loose ends. Kill it if you have to.
What hubris? Oh, as in I might not be able to make it all the way to December 16th? I suppose that's possible.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sick and tired of you will damn Kung Fu Fenris.
Fenris doesn't
Wayne
like it
consequences.
He
is.
had to clean up.
Good.
He fed everyone and then cleaned up after everyone.
You'll
It's a lot of
be
work.
sorry.
I wonder what that feels like, Kate.
Yeah, I wonder.
No, you know what? I'm not gonna hide. I love my friends.
Because
Thanks,
we
guys.
didn't like feed you at all.
That's true. Actually, that's a good point. I mean, yeah. Wow, Cross.
I think I need to make an RPG
Crosshair, I think I
character
actually
called
have a
Hubris.
gift for you somewhere over here. I think it's no. Hang on, that's not.
I
it.
once had an
Actually, I have
RPG
one
character
I have
named
there. Oh, there
Promise.
they are.
I know.
You had extras. That
I
you
really
I
appreciate you
remember.
carrying my extras for me.
Oh, Promise was great.
no,
Guys,
it's
we're
true. You should
back.
have more of an arched back and more of a.
35 people?
There you go. There you go.
I like the rolled up sleeve.
What was the cleaning bounty, Kung Fu Fenris?
Should have been more.
Would
than
I
that.
have taken it?
Probably, I would have.
Well, you ain't gotta spend time tonight cleaning anything, except maybe your glasses
Sorry,
or whatever.
butt
So
off the floor.
Whoa.
Done drinking after all the crazy shit.
Oh, I might have to do some cleaning today, cleaning up after your messes.
all right, all right.
Fair.
Look, John, you knew what you were getting into 59 episodes ago, okay, right? Because that you had done 58 before that, so like you knew what you were getting into. I'm just saying,
Scott doesn't have curly hair.
not yet.
Kung Fu Fenris, is that when you pay someone $60 to clean your house?
I was wondering whether we were going to need a bounty, not a monetary bounty, but a bounty to the next person who goes through the entire archives and catches up and starts watching new and fresh.
Ooh, that would be amazing.
Damn, that's a long time.
Yeah, that would be a lot. Okay, challenge issued to the next person in the chat who is
So if
new and
anybody
does
can come
so.
up with a good idea,
Fix up my portions, damn it.
Perfect lemon eater.
There you go. That's more like your hair.
Oh, I like it. It's so cute. I like the little rolled up sleeve too.
Aw, Scott.
He's so happy. We'll share it on Twitter later. Don't worry.
You got to make it a bit more swole, though,
because
because Scott's been, doing
There
his
you go.
shops. What the fuck? That's not what I meant. Holy
You
shit.
said swole, not swollen. Swole, not
I
swollen.
said swole, not
same
horse
thing.
penis. Why?
I don't think that's what we need.
Why?
Swole means?
No, swole is buff. Swole is muscular.
I should point out
Oh my
that they
God.
can see this, but I'm just like you, Chad. I can't currently see
It's
horse
for
dick.
the best. It's for the
Well,
best.
now we all know, I guess.
Oh my God.
There you go. Is that more swole for you, Liz?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can really see the chin-ups and the shups.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 crunches, 10-kilometer run every day.
No.
One punch. Anyway,
Absolutely not.
Yay, Kate's tweeting it. You're welcome, universe.
I saw that as like a, Dwayne Johnson meme or whatever. And I was just thinking about that. I was like, man, I could probably split 100 push-ups across a day. Like,
that's not a Dwayne Johnson meme. This is a training regimen for One Punch Man.
is it actually? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I saw it in the context of but that's very funny. Oh shit. Drink trigger chosen. All right.
Just
Okay.
do an hour of boxing,
now,
you.
I wonder,
Yeah, true.
Ergwin, will the drink trigger this time around be as simple?
Will there
Yeah.
be like 25 of them, or will there be 0?
Yeah, we're not very good at. Wow. Good roll.
We haven't been helpful in.
Statistically, ooh, I like
Is it every
that.
time we say something moronic or offensive?
No, she said it won't be easy to guess.
Yeah, but it'll be easy to trigger.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Ergwin, did you spend your experience? Oh, fuck.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays!
Scott?
Yes, I decided Brahm has graduated to the next level of contract after buying the first dot at character creation. Finally, it's moved up. Liar's Bell. It's an automatic effect applied to Done Deal, wherein if someone breaks an oath that you contracted, you automatically know, and you reduce the difficulty and glamour of attempts to get to them or find them, which is pretty cool. Although I don't have any like soothsayer or whatever, but it's still pretty cool.
Liz?
I bought a third dot of kenning. Seemed appropriate.
Oh yeah!
5th dot of crafts.
Wow,
Ooh,
you're so mechanical now.
Frenchie.
Brahm will find you, and he will swim around
There you go, folks. I tweeted it. I've now sullied my Twitter with that image. Time to get all kinds
I think
of
having us
targeted
as
ads.
friends probably.
That's just the right amount of sullying.
Mm-hmm. Oh my.
So the
We
drink
did it.
counter is chosen.
Okay.
The drink counter is up.
Okay.
Hey, everybody bought something.
Yay! Hashtag
Thank you, Ergwin, and thank you
charity.
for using that hashtag charity.
Yes.
Much
Thank you guys.
appreciated.
Look at all those. Oh,
Direct
those
relief
snowflakes
thanks you.
are Wonderful.
Yes.
That's a lot of cheering.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah.
In the Charles Bronson kind of sense. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Get
So
over there.
we have a poll.
Get over there.
We have a poll, and as polls go, I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I can give you my absolute assurance, everybody, that this poll is not gamed in any way. I'm going to try my best to remain a professional.
59 episodes later.
But
Doing good, guys.
But here's today's poll for everybody. Or bet, I should say. Will John corpse this session?
Ooh. Fun.
Excellent.
Now, do you want to remind people, for those who may not know, what corpsing is?
To corpse on stage, or I suppose in a live televised setting or whatever, is to break character and break scene through laughter. I think originally the story is someone who was playing a corpse on stage just thought something was so funny that they started kind of shaking or whatever out of laughter.
I would be a terrible corpse on stage.
Oh, got me in the gooch.
Yeah. Those are
Speaking
both
of- there you go. that's
So
what it is.
Ergwin basically makes a point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that if I laugh, I've corpsed. Because
Yeah.
we shift in and out of character, especially I have to shift in
Yeah.
and out of character. If, however, I'm speaking in character and very clearly I lose it,
Yeah.
or if I end up laughing or I'm so ashamed that I have to get out of my chair, that's going to count as corpsing.
Excellent.
Cool.
I will point out that today we are dealing with a range of topics, including the aftermath of Samhain 2018. So a lot of stuff's going to happen. And I will also say that there will be at least one bombshell today that will drop.
Yeah.
Oh.
So 0 is
Patches.
no, 1 is yes. Bet away. Remember that your bet has to be under 100 motes.
Ooh, that's an excellent cue of the day.
Where the fuck is Kenwin?
Welcome back to Where the Fuck is...
Crosshair, you're not iffy, you're fluffy.
And Aragorn, you got to bet
Don't get
0 something.
confused.
There you go. There it is.
Oh,
Bet
Erwin
0,
thinks
0.
no.
I'm just going to write Where the Fuck is Kenwin.
But like this isn't the kind of thing that I can fake.
No.
Like corpsing happens or it doesn't.
Yeah, but you're a pro, so I think you're going to go into this like you're on stage now. You don't strike me as somebody who would corpse on stage.
Did we
I've
already...
seen 2 serious professionals corpse on stage.
Ooh.
It was fantastic, and
But
the whole
John's a
audience
super
loved
serious professional.
it. But like, yeah, I've seen some
Aragorn.
serious corpsing.
Super serious.
So good.
Fluffy. Fliffy. Just a little fliffy.
Gooch.
No. You got to make it gooch. You
Oh,
got to
yeah, that
put
was-
the dip in the ew.
Right in the gooch.
There you go.
Are you doing the old clench your butt cheeks to make yourself stop laughing?
I do the old bite the tongue.
That's
do,
why
like,
I
bite my
bet
tongue in my
no.
mouth, yeah. Wait, what?
The snowflake icon you get by ensuring that you donate to charity directly.
Yeah, if you, yeah. She's got it.
There it is. Ah.
And you can have up to a third icon
But
by
it's
doing
so
that.
nice.
Yeah, I know.
It's always good to see.
I
Channel
have
my inner blue
200
man.
bits that I got.
Here you go,
from
Rocky.
promo.
You know
want
what's up.
200 bits?
Yeah?
Spend them on
I
my
have
channel?
to say,
I mean, I probably would.
like, there's a lot of people in the chat right now who I really like, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
happy.
We love y'alls.
Hey, what happened last session, folks?
Oh, shit. We went to
Okay.
the Grand Best Din.
Yeah.
Wow. It went about as well as you'd expect, which
Actually,
is better than
it
you
went
would expect.
better than we expect. Yeah. for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I have a whole page of notes.
Would you like to relate those?
I guess so.
I'm happy to.
So we arrived, and Zister spoke his name and is asked to be let in. We did. Patches did the same. Brom did the same, but got shoved into a safety vest and like little mitts and a hard hat that didn't quite sit right, and a little like sign on
Adorable.
his name on his chest with like Brom and a little picture of a baby. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that gesture is. I'm sorry. So everyone got sort of labels if they weren't a knocker, denoting their importance or lack thereof.
Right.
By importance, I mean skill with being in the Grand Best Inn. Told to keep their hands where they belong. If they couldn't control them, they had little gloves that were stitched into their outfit.
Little mittens.
The hands in the pockets. Got in, there were fountains of molten metal
So
leaping
cool.
between pipes without any sort of splashback or anything like that. It was just truly impressive to be in.
I mean, like, because we were kind of separated through the majority of the episode,
Yeah.
I can just sort of
Yeah.
speak to Sophia, Brom, and Kyoko briefly. Took off on their own, met Lanta, a knocker who's working on a project to send machine sea creatures to the far dreaming to mine part of that, which
A
was really cool.
mysterious ore,
Yeah, possibly.
possibly.
Which Sophia used her Soul of the Muse to inspire her to like take a new step in the direction of accomplishing that goal. We also went to the cafeteria, the place where Zister's final invention, a giant railgun,
Final
weapon invention. Sorry, yeah, weaponized invention was in use like cooking food, which is pretty crazy. I think we learned that Zister made a lot of shit at the Grand Best Inn, which is pretty awesome.
And then he stopped. A lot of people kept asking us why he hadn't made an invention in, 10, 15 years?
Something like that, 10.
And so we were all kind of skirting around it because we didn't want them to know about the rocket.
Oh,
But it was kind of crazy how many people were waiting to see what Zister would do next. I think it really drove home how important he is, because it's easy to forget.
Yep.
And what about the Diane? Like, you guys had a community
we
with
went
the
and
Diane.
spoke to the Diane. And so they asked me if I needed anything. Because essentially, they're scared of me? Impressed by me?
I would
Scared
be
you're gonna
scared. I would be scared of you.
Because I had been involved in kind of saving their asses, as far as having some people from the Grand Best Inn having betrayed the crown. All of that, and having been involved with the placement of the new ruler of Concordia, they wanted to stay on my good side. And through all of that, essentially, their way of thanking me and bribing me not to try to take their seats on the council was to offer me to construct a new wing to the Grand Best Inn, which is an outreach for guests.
Design it. Not you come in with a hammer and be like, build it.
No.
You get
Yes, this is going to be the next
Design
20 years.
Crafts 5.
Yeah, outreach for guests, specifically non-knockers.
Badass.
And
Just like what Wakanda did. So really.
Wakanda forever.
I also went and saw the archives, which I was looking to see something Zister had built, but he actually made the archives themselves, as these guys mentioned. Saw some of his very cool creations. Yeah.
I think we learned a little bits and pieces about Zister's past, and I think the big thing is that the Diane essentially were like, Patches, you're great. You did us a great service. Here you go. The commission of this new wing of the Grand Best Inn to design it is like fucking awesome. Yeah. Did we miss anything?
That's,
I mean, we saw the balefire, but like,
which was
I'm
so
kidding.
beautiful.
amazing. Nestled amongst this. It reminded me of the biodome.
yeah,
It really did. That's what I was picturing. Because it's this huge, room of nature, and then you continue. That's the antechamber, and then when you go into the balefire room proper, it's just a bunch of patents everywhere that are on sort of conveyor belts of
that
sorts.
are-
Yeah,
Yeah,
and molds and
that are gonna get fired.
glamorized.
Yeah, but also fired if it's metal
Yeah.
needs to be melted or cast.
Fucking
it's
cool.
an important distinction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Montreal Biodome. Look it up. I'm sure we've talked about it before, but
It's closed right now.
no. You know, I
They're
wanted to have my
renovating it.
birthday party there. I emailed them and everything. I wanted to know how much it would cost to have an overnight party at the
Answer
Biodome.
is probably a lot.
But not out of the
be
question
done.
for future.
Well, you just have to book a starring role and then.
Yeah, I think that
blockbuster.
they've closed the
Done.
biodome for a couple
Done.
of years.
Years?
Yeah.
Why?
No.
They're
Top
renovating
eight.
it and
Yeah.
fixing it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
well,
So they can move
Yeah,
the
what else
animals
is new?
around safely.
that's fair. What else is
Big lesson at the end of the day.
Oh,
Zister hasn't been sending in patents lately, and it's because he's been working on his legacy.
yes. Yes. If that's a fair interpretation.
And because he's also been afraid, right? I think because the last thing that he thought would be his big discovery was the rocket, and that went so terribly.
Talus fucked it up.
I think he's afraid of fucking it up again.
Well, we'll have to ask him.
Oh, nice timing.
Any questions before we start?
Where the fuck is Kenwin?
Whose bathtub is he in?
is
Kenwin?
That damn asshole. Can't patent patches.
Yet. Do, 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 do. Whoa.
Maybe not.
Clementine will remember this.
So sad.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
yes.
Right?
Specifically.
Just watching a Miss Mojo list, the 10 saddest endings to video games. Obviously, we're not going to talk specifics. but-
Damn it, Neil.
Yeah, that was a great way to start my day. Why?
Fuck.
Time exists as a human concept. I mean, that's one of the truisms that you hear a lot,
Sure.
especially in science fiction. It's the concept that we experience time, but that's part of our perception of reality. There's also the idea that time is malleable and that it speeds up or slows down depending on how you're perceiving it. Time flies when you're having fun. And today, time will fly, as I said, and as Methodiel very specifically mentioned, or no, it was Gruber mentioned. That might be hubris. For all we know, we'll get to November 1st noon instead of November 1st morning. That will be it. But I'm confident. When I play games, time flies. And I don't intend for today to be any exception to that. We're going to be taking some glimpses into the lives of these three PCs as they transition from one storyline to the next. In this game, of course, there's storylines that existed since day one. But for the purposes of game, this is the beginning of a new story. So
Okay.
you shall make sure that you have at the end of this session, I think is actually more appropriate for me to say. At the end of this session, you will have a full glamour and willpower pool.
Awesome.
You will have no damage. Unless it's December 16th, at which point that's when the clock starts for you guys. So once we get to that day, if you spend stuff, then you spent it.
Okay.
But in the intervening, do not worry about tracking your willpower or your glamour, and just do me a favor and don't cheese out on spending I'm spending it all, let's go, motherfuckers!
That'd be crazy.
Right. But that's what's happening for this session. Also, Brom, don't die. Good advice.
Oh, what?
I'm re-enchanting
Okay. That's 3.
Does somebody want to remind people what happens on Samhain? October 31st for Changelings.
Swain is, please correct me if I'm wrong, the night, the shift from the sort of quote-unquote seelie half of the year to the unseelie half of the year, in quotation marks, right? The idea that the courts both have possession of Cathane society, and this is the transition between them. It is a night of, merriment and revelry and tricksiness, perhaps. But more importantly, yes, there's a night when one's unseelie side can be expressed, or I guess the other side of oneself, because in the morning, changelings don't remember what happened. Not without exception, but usually they just don't remember. Yeah, so you get to indulge those tendencies because no one will remember. Or will they?
Is it specifically that Sealy changelings don't remember,
No,
or
it's all
all
Yeah, it's
changelings
all.
don't remember? Okay, cool.
There's
Yeah.
some.
Patches has been lying this whole time. She's like, yeah.
I don't
It is
know.
rumored that if you are a part of the Shadow Court,
That's what I was
exception,
thinking
yeah.
of. The same.
that you remember.
Silly.
But of
Shadow
course,
Court
they aren't
character.
talking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Beltane.
Beltane.
It's
It's
Beltane,
the
for
opposite
sure.
of sewing. It's when everyone fucks and you remember it. Da, 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 da.
I mean, it's sort of not
Wow.
really the opposite because Beltane happens in May. So if it's just May to October, that's just May, June, July, August, September, October. Oh, that is
Oh.
Hey!
Sorry. It is
Hi.
the opposite.
Yeah.
I think the NCLE get an extra 2 days on leap years. Great.
We'll take it. I mean, they'll take it. Hey, what the hell, man? Oh.
You wall.
Oh my god.
I think maybe it's just because I'm Canadian and I don't remember that, traditionally spring, summer, autumn, they last longer than we
2.5
experience them.
months or whatever. Sorry, 3
What?
I mean,
months. I guess.
summer here lasts a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
It's spring and fall where you're just like, wait,
Almost
what?
winter? Winter. Still winter. Construction.
It is absurd
Straight
how
up.
short fall was this year.
That's
Yeah.
very foolish.
Well, yeah, we got like serious
Absurd.
snowfall in the middle of November.
Yeah. What
and
the
before
hell
that was
is this?
Rain City, man. It was.
That's typical November.
That's true, I guess. Oh.
Terrible.
Well, I have here on my phone because I surprise my players with it because it's what's known as you don't have your shit together.
Don't let them
But
in
I have
the
on my
secret
phone what each player was potentially hoping to accomplish on Samhain. And so what we'll have here is just a little bit of insight as to what happens when they wake up on November 1st. After that, we're going to be jumping around to take care of what everybody needs to take care of. But we're starting with this. Sophia. Sophia, you wake up in the Sir Wilfrid Laurier I forget exactly what it's called. Concert hall?
Wilfrid Pelletier?
Wilfrid
In
Pelletier.
La
Oh,
Place des
there we
Arts?
go.
Fucking Place
Yeah.
des Arts.
A Place
Yeah.
des Arts. You wake up
Sal Wilfrid.
in the orchestra pit.
Yes.
As you've woken up in the orchestra pit, I should point out that there are
485.
there's a timpani
Oh.
which has been hit so hard that it has broken. Right next to you
Sure
on
are.
its side. Now, I'm sure that you guys are aware that it takes a considerable amount of force to break a timpani.
Yeah.
There's instruments scattered everywhere. Normally, an orchestra pit actually doesn't have anything in it, let alone chairs. They tend to be kept empty. When there's a performance going on, sometimes the chairs and the stands remain, but you don't leave instruments there. But every instrument that would take place in a standard rock opera are there. So there are, in addition to the normal, like, oh, okay, yeah, there's your oboes and there's your clarinets and there are electric guitars,
Oh my.
bass guitars.
Amazing.
And you also realize that when you wake up, you are cradling an instrument in your arms, cuddling with it, as it were.
Oh, nice.
A contrabassoon.
Oh my god. Is that the largest woodwind instrument? I feel like it
It
must
is
be.
the
It's like
largest
huge.
and deepest in terms of tone woodwind instrument. It can produce the lowest sound that you will hear in a standard orchestra.
Sophia, what the fuck happened, man?
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
I like how you go to Hockey Night in Canada.
Another-
That's
First,
what,
like,
that's what
4
dude,
minutes.
as a bassoon player, that was my jam. That was my time to shine. I never got the time in the sun.
But you didn't play a contrabassoon. You played the bassoon.
I just played the bassoon.
Because the
just-
bassoon
oh, my
is the
apologies.
lowest instrument. The contrabassoon is just like a bassoon where they're like, you know what we need? We need to go deeper.
We need to go.
And this is the part where I'd play the Inception noise, but I won't.
Right.
Womp. So, yeah.
It's like that. think it's exactly like that.
All right, so I'm cuddling a controversy.
It's 5:30 in the morning,
Fuck me.
and you are
What the
definitely
shit?
not supposed to be here.
Okay.
And no one else is around.
Currently, no. There's a ghost light on the stage. It's on.
Excellent. Someone was adhering to.
A ghost light
Those-
is a bare bulb that stands on any professional stage that must be lit at all times when there aren't normal house lights out.
If anyone's watched the Magic School Bus, you know what episode I'm talking
You'd
about.
know.
That one. Okay, well, I want to very gingerly lay down the contrabassoon.
Okay, as you lay down the contrabassoon, you start hearing complaining in your ear.
And it's in my ear? Like inside my head? Or.
Mab is not happy.
Oh no. Mab. What?
She looks at the contrabassoon with a certain amount of indignity.
Mab. It's Sawane. You have to give me a pass on Sawane. Are you saying I didn't play you at all? Mab? All I wanted to do was have a concert with you. Okay, clearly things got a little out of hand. But it's Sawane.
Sorry.
Look, we'll talk about this later. Let's get out of here, okay? Mab? You still have the most beautiful voice in all of Concordia.
Jeez. It's quite a promise.
It's a fact, bruh.
Oh, shit. Bring it, Concordia musicians. You heard what she said.
I'm just thinking
So-
Concordia University.
Concordia University musicians.
When you start getting up,
Plays electroacoustic soundtrack.
you find a piece of sheet music.
Oh.
It's a very specific piece of sheet music. It's for Kegel's concert piece for timpani.
Okay.
Now, I will show this image to you, and then I'll do my best to describe it. But this is what the sheet music
think I've
specifically
seen
looks
some of
like.
Oh.
This is a legitimate piece of sheet music.
That's okay. That's 4 Fs on that thing, man. That's intense.
Yeah. 5, actually.
Wow.
So, I'm actually going to see if I can show this to people here. Very.
Well, if you save the picture, you can just.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Whoops. Wrong one.
All right, buddy.
So, what's a new
Hope you like classical music trivia. Wow.
Yeah, Scott's having the time of his life right
So
now.
that's what it looks like.
Oh.
It's fucking gorgeous.
So at the end of this piece, the timpani player or the timpanist is literally supposed to just smash his entire body into the timpani, creating a not forte, not fortissimo, but 5 separate Fs, 5 fortes. Yeah, the overture's canon's only merited 4. That's and this is an actual piece of music.
Dio's.
Ah, why would you do this?
Oh, boy.
Mab is not pleased.
Mab?
Oh, Fortnitissima. Wow.
Okay, do not be snarky with me. Let's go. We'll talk about this later. Okay? Whether it was me or someone else, that timpani is broken and that is not a good thing, and I don't want to be here when they find it. Come on.
Troublemaker.
Mab climbs something that you know that she only does when she is kind of peeved with you. She climbs under your sleeve, clinging to your like bicep. So she's not out. She just wants to be like warm and alone.
I'll be in my sleeve. You're not my mom.
A
So where do you go?
Well, I'm going to look around for the nearest exit door that is not alarmed.
So you, the closest
bad.
one that isn't alarmed is actually backstage.
All right, I'm going to go backstage.
Okay, I want you to roll me your wit stealth at a difficulty of 6. It's not terrifically difficult to sneak out of this place.
at 5:30 a.m. Do they have security guards? Who knows, right? Like,
That's 2 successes.
Metro's just
All right.
open, so once you're outside,
You
the
managed to
front
sneak
doors.
back out into the Place des Arts Metro, where coffee shops are just starting to open up, and the first few trains are starting to roll through the station. You're pretty sure that nobody saw you.
What am I wearing? Am I wearing like a fancy outfit that
You-
one would wear to a concert?
You are wearing... Yeah, that's actually a really good point. You are wearing a dazzling sequined dress.
Oh, shit. So I'm not very inconspicuous. at this
No.
point in
Morning after
time.
Halloween.
There were no cloaks backstage that I could have like or like some kind of robe or some kind of coat that I could have
Roll me a
snagged.
single die.
That's a 6.
6.
Oh no,
the-
9. Sorry.
A
It's
9.
Yeah.
ooh,
That's even better. As you go through, you see that there's a Little Red Riding Hood ballet clearly left behind said Red Riding Hood.
God, that's not going to help. But I'm going to take it anyway.
Halloween costume. I'm with Kate on this one.
Well, it's pretty cool outside November 1st. So I mean, this is a sequin dress. There ain't no straps on this bus, right?
Excuse me, sir. I don't appreciate you referring to us as a bus.
And as you start riding home on the metro,
Metro.
Roll banality, I think. I'm kidding.
stopping off at
Is it not
McGill,
going to take offense to that?
you notice Patches. You wake up. You wake up in the McGill ghetto.
The McGill Ghetto is a
Oh, yeah, that's important.
area of cheap student housing.
Yes.
Right near
It's
McGill
like a
University.
It's like a
Yeah.
shorthand for it.
Yeah.
Just in case
Your
we-
hands are completely covered in spray paint.
Oh?
Lying next to you is Cog. Not in any kind of compromising position, but you definitely did both sleep on a bench. Cog's hands are also covered in spray paint, and you notice that not just spray paint, but glue, because his hands clearly have like bits of things just stuck to them. He's still asleep. He has his arm curled around his face, so he's nestled in the crook of his elbow. You both are wearing quite warm clothing, so you're fine. And you have really, really old Timbits
How old?
underneath the bench. Well, just like a day old, but like
Oh,
still,
gotcha.
they're like old.
Maybe slightly frozen.
They've
depending on how
they've
cold
also
it
been
is.
outside, and there was a frost, so you know. Timbits are donut holes for those of you who do not know.
Man, we're getting a lot of Canadiana tonight, hey? Love it.
I'm gonna shake Cog awake.
As you shake Hog awake, you realize that inside your pockets, there are chunks of pumpkin.
You. Oh, God. Oh, my God. God.
Rise and shine. Let's get you back home before
Why?
your parents die.
you see that he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out his phone, and there's 7 text messages. Starts looking at them, and it's messages from his mom. And they say, in order, okay, have a good time. Make sure that you have a toothbrush. Just make sure that you call me in the morning. Are you sure you have a toothbrush? I could run one over there for you if you need one. Oh, good.
Great.
That's it. But oddly enough, there's no return messages. No messages sent out from the phone. They've either been deleted or never sent.
Good. Shall we get back to the spark? Maybe get some not stale Timbits.
Oh, okay. As you look around, though, you notice that most of the pumpkins that are still out, because most people bring the pumpkins in, but like this is the McGill ghetto, right? Like students don't think along those lines. They don't think that like there are people who will go around and smash pumpkins and stuff like that, like Billy
There
Corgan.
isn't like a band named after
Right.
them or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
But these pumpkins are spray painted in like black and gray. And that looks like they've had some very quick surgeries performed on them. So any of them that were especially cute now are kind of really more spooky than anything else. But there's one pumpkin, just one, that seems to have been carved into a big heart.
Probably let the kid do that one. So, got all your limbs? And I like poke him in his arms and like sort of nudge him. in the shin with my boot.
I'm fine.
Great.
I'm fine. And when you get up and you take a few steps and you look around the corner, that's when you see it. That's when you see the pumpkins. An entire alleyway strewn with the shattered remains of 45.
Oh my god. It's a massacre.
Seeds are everywhere.
Oh my god.
Some of them are being picked at by some enterprising squirrels. And there's one lone crow pulling away at the flesh of a jack-o'-lantern that never really got a chance to live.
Good God.
Oh my god, it was right there.
Sitting next to the pumpkins is a small chimerical cat. A tabby cat. Only her ears are just a little too exaggerated, and there are 4 of them.
Oh.
She turns around, she looks at you, and she looks back at the pumpkins and back at you, and she shakes her head. She knows something you don't.
Oh.
She's not telling. Neither will those pumpkins have anything left to say ever again. Can we take the metro?
Yep.
What a tragedy. What senseless violence was visited upon these gourds.
Fucking pastel pumpkins. Bite my ass.
Didn't know you felt so strongly about this. Oh my god.
A pirate.
Brahm,
Yes.
Sorry.
you wake up
Mm-hmm.
Naked.
in the Four Seasons Hotel.
Oh no.
Brom's gonna die again.
Oh, sweet
Brom's
Jesus.
gonna die again.
I don't need this.
No.
Okay. Where am I, John? Tell me more. Yeah.
Where the fuck is Kilman? You're gonna get your answer right now. Maybe. Sorry.
You're in a king-sized bed. And you know, without seeing it initially, that you are not alone in this bed. You also hear the shower running in your suite.
Oh no.
And when I say suite, I mean suite.
Spade.
Okay. Okay. La, 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 la.
And
Okay.
in that first conscious breath that Brom takes, you can smell the slightest hint of jasmine.
Da, 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 da.
I had to start like just
How do
casually
I
making jasmine tea before you get
feel?
breath.
You feel pretty good.
Like well rested?
Yeah, like
Okay, that's
like
good.
well rested.
Excuse me, guys.
You can definitely taste like the remnants of alcohol in your breath.
Okay.
Clearly, you've been drinking, but you're not especially hungover. You do seem to have slept well. I should point out that you are still dressed. Your pants are hung over very neatly folded over a chair, alongside your outer flannel shirt. But
not my inner flannel shirt.
yeah, your inner flannel shirt and your
You're a never nude, but with flannel shirts.
All
and,
right,
your, and your
You were my brother's
boxers or
wardrobe
whatever
guy.
Brom is. Brom a boxers, a briefs, or a boxer brief kind of guy?
Let's go with
Boxers.
boxers.
100%.
I would say
Mary-
boxers, right?
And boxers.
So your boxers are still on. You
Yep.
are definitely still
Corpse.
dressed. I will also point out that you didn't wake up snuggled up to whatever is lying next to you.
Okay, well, like it or not, I must know, unless I can hear anything coming from the bathroom that would give me an indication of who or what is in the shower. Maybe it's just running.
Just
I don't
water
know.
running.
Okay, well,
You can definitely also hear something moving around in there.
Please
Okay.
tell me Kenwin's in your shower.
Oh, please. So as long as it's not just like, oh, we left it running again, I'm gonna slowly just roll over onto my side. I don't want to disturb anybody or anything that's next to me, but I need to know.
Your squire is lying in that bed next to you. Her hair is spread out over the pillow, and
That's
she's
bad.
sleeping very peacefully. But she's cocooned in one of the blankets, like wrapped all around her.
Okay.
Oh, bro.
I'm gonna no, nothing happened. I'm gonna slip out of the bed and try to kind of quietly put my pants back on and be quiet about it and try to like have a look maybe towards the bathroom. I don't want to try the door or anything, but there it is.
So you're trying to peek into the bathroom?
Well, not peek. I need to know who's there, man. Oh, no, sorry. I'm going to put my pants on and I'm going to look around for other people's personal possessions. There you go. That's how you detective.
That's how you died last time.
Fuck off. It is,
were
but you
gone
know
for a
what? Hit me up, John.
Brom, you find lying on the outside of the bathroom, so lying on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
are a pair of boxer brief underwear,
Okay.
a gorilla suit,
Okay.
and a t-shirt that simply says track.
Is there any... my go-to understanding would be like, a track team. I'm looking for a university logo, anything on the back.
As you're bending down to inspect the post further, the
Of course.
door opens up.
Oh, so do I do the like feet? Yeah, I do like the feet up to person. Okay. Oh. Sure hope
And
it's not bad.
Taylor, not Taylor
Oh.
from Quebec,
Oh.
Oof.
but Taylor from the beach
The track
in
team
Halifax.
Taylor trailer. Oh my god.
What's up? He steps out, crosses, and he goes around the bed and crouches down, and he pulls a little bit of hair out of Fala's eyes. Still asleep, huh? Totally wore her out last night.
Yeah. I bet. Welcome to Montreal.
Yeah. Competing against
Again.
the Concordia Stingers.
Yes, I hear the team is quite good this year.
No, bruh. But it's good to see you again. And he
Yes.
just smacks you on your shoulder.
Oh. I mean, whatever. But like, oh, thank God.
Backhands you across the face.
Thanks
in
for the
my
place
ass.
to crash last night. I appreciate it.
No problem.
They had sex in your hotel.
We don't know
room
what happened.
while you were there, like
don't
right
know what
next to
happened.
you. That's some Three Fates Shadow shit, man.
We don't know what happened. You. Oh yeah. That's true.
Oh.
He
You'll-
collects his gorilla
yeah.
suit.
Okay, it wasn't Brom sized. That's good. So you'll just hook up with the rest of your team. I mean, meet up with the rest of your team.
Yeah, bro.
Sorry.
They'll be wondering where I am, but, you know. Anyway. See you around.
Yes. Look us up again if you.
Sorry,
need a-
tell her that I would have stayed for breakfast, but, like, I got to get back to my team, you know? Like, meet's happening soon, and then got to load up on carbs before we start.
Is that I really was not. I thought it was quite the opposite, actually. That you shouldn't overload on car. Look, I'm not. I know I challenged you to that race way back in the day, but
We got to
not
take
like
you
that.
up on that race one day.
okay. I sure hope you don't want to be beaten by an old man.
Did you sleep all right?
Yes.
I mean, I'd say I'm sorry, but, like, sorry, not sorry, right, bruh? All right, champ.
Who?
And then he closes the door.
Oh, he was like on his way out. Hey. Oh. Well. All right. I honestly think Brom's just gonna like. Oops. I think he's just gonna like sit down in the hotel chair. You know, the one that comes.
As
with
you
the
sit
desk
down
there.
in the hotel chair,
That emote.
you notice that there's
Life.
a pair of feet coming up from under the bed.
Oh, sorry. Oh God.
Do the toes?
Are they
roll?
attached to anything, man? I gotta know.
Please tell me they're not.
I'm gonna. It's a horror movie. All of a
You
sudden, I'm
take
gonna
off
look
the
up.
ruby slippers and their feet curl
So
up.
when you look down, there's Chad.
Oh no.
He is wasted,
No.
passed out, just spread eagle under the bed. He's still clothed. He seems to be wearing some kind of Elvis costume.
This just keeps getting worse and
He crawls out
Just
from under
leave
the
the
bed and
room,
he
man.
wakes up and
Just
he
get out
goes,
of
"Oh hey,
Morning, champ.
bro. Look, I gotta tell you, I haven't had as amazing a night as I had last night. That was the motherfucking best Halloween ever. It's fucking lit. I can't remember the last time that I laughed so hard.
Yes, we're all very funny.
You were telling the most fucked up stories last night. It was epic.
Oh no. All right, Chad. Well, you've got your meat real soon. I hope you take those stories and use them
shit.
for.
Yeah.
Here, let me. I'd like to drag him out by the foot to the door. Yeah. All right, here we go. Put the do not disturb sign on him, and just like
Nice.
out in the hall.
Like over his neck.
Yeah, just like around. All right, come on, bud. Let's go.
And that's when the phone rings.
All right. See you later, Chad. Have a good meet today. Oh,
Yeah,
hello.
bro, I'll run for you.
I never thought I'd hear anyone say that. Yes, hello. This is Brom.
Hello, sir. This is your 5 a.m. wake-up call.
Thank you. It was unnecessary in the end, but I appreciate it all the same. Did I really place a wake-up order for 5 a.m.?
It says it right here, sir.
Is there any record of who placed that?
I just call the numbers, sir.
Of course, I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Well, thank you. Sorry, this is Brom Madston in room whatever. I'm going to check the door. I hope that's apparent what
The
room
phone
I'm in.
doesn't stretch all the way over.
Oh, fuck. I guess I won't say that. Actually, do I have a key card in my pocket?
Yeah.
Okay, just... I don't know if it would have the room number on it.
No,
Probably not.
key cards.
They don't anymore.
That would really be a bad idea to just be
Truth.
like, oh, hey, look.
Oh,
I could
look,
get into this
number
room.
204. Yeah, that's true, eh?
2.
The room number is always on the phone. So yeah.
Okay, but anyway, I'm just going to insert room number here.
Yeah.
Do I happen to have a reservation for any other rooms on this floor? Just want to know how we divvied up the rooms between my friend and I.
Yes, sir. We see that there are 4 other rooms under your name.
Next
Better
door to
be
here,
paying
aren't they?
Cash.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you. You can continue those wake-up calls now. Good luck to you.
This is the only one, sir.
Never mind. No need. Well, thank you.
Have a pleasant day, sir.
I will certainly try.
That's amazing.
You see that there is an envelope
Motherfucker.
that's been slipped under your door?
Fuck off. Oh no, the envelope.
The
No.
invoice.
I jumped to it.
Okay.
Well, I'm vaguely worried about like a repeat of last year, but what's in
Okay,
it?
you see that the invoice
What could be worse than your death?
the invoice for the 5 rooms are left with you. And they seem to all have been paid for.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's strange.
Okay, the credit card that's listed, it has like the last 4 digits.
Yeah.
And all you see is the name Kenwin
Yes.
Okay.
on the credit card.
I'm so happy.
Oh no. John, I gotta check my pockets. I gotta check my coat pockets, man. I need to know if there's any. I need to know if I have his card.
It doesn't seem to be that you
Oh,
do.
thank God. Okay.
You have your wallet. Your wallet, incidentally, is stuffed with a lot of small bills.
Prom.
Like there's got to be at least 35.
I hope you've been going to the Christmas markets, Prom.
I sure hope
And,
so too.
and for those of you who aren't aware, Canadian money, unlike American money,
Wait, you carry money?
I know, right?
I
You have
just
cash?
today,
Damn,
I don't
son.
normally carry cash. Nobody in Canada carries cash anymore.
Well, unless you're old.
But Canadian money is plastic. So 30 of these, I mean, they make
See,
a
so there's some
healthy
heft
stack.
there.
This one has a woman on it.
Oh, but it's
Our new
not the
tins.
new one.
It's not the new one.
It's
no.
like vertical, which unfortunately I think the design is ass, and I wish they would.
I haven't seen it yet.
Have you
Given it-
written to the government to tell them?
Dear government,
Dear
for
government.
the first piece of money that has a woman on it, much less a black woman, why did you make such an assy design?
Dear
To be,
government.
to be
Love
fair,
patches.
our 20s have had a woman on it for a very long
Yes,
time.
Good
that's
point.
true.
That's a good point.
Okay.
I mean, she's not just a woman.
She's our head of state.
Speaking of, is the queen also in here? Damn it.
Just Canada
One of the
Crosshair,
five.
don't worry.
I guess I just need to check, make sure there's no one else in the tub, make sure there's no one else in the suite, other people.
There's no one else in the suite except
Oh,
for
okay.
Fala,
Okay.
and she is asleep.
I don't want to wake her. Oh my god. 4 other rooms. I just want to stick my head out, John. Are any of the rooms down the way, the next 3? Do any of them have a do not disturb or
No,
like,
but
please
there's
clean
3
or
of them
whatever?
have a tray on the outside of like room service food that's been left out.
What kind of food? Or is it just the
They're-
tray? Okay.
Yeah, like the tray with like an empty plate.
Damn it. Okay. Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna go and start knocking on doors.
To get them to go to the meet.
If it's them.
Doesn't take too long to do
Oh,
that.
good. Okay. Phew.
They all seem to be,
Just a
in
bunch of
general, they are all ready
Okay.
to go.
Okay. It's generally not just like random caffeine that I don't know. That's good.
Good.
I think.
As they
Return.
pass,
Yeah.
all of you seem to be very like jovial towards you. They pat you on the back, and more than one of them mentions just how amazing you are a storyteller.
What was your favorite? Just so I know.
Oh, dude, I couldn't pick one. We gotta go. Okay,
Oh,
I'll see you later.
All right. Okay. Damn it. I'll go back to Fala here, and if she's not yet awake, I'll just kind of like gently try to wake her up.
It's very clear that Fala, by the way, while she is cocooned in all of these blankets, is sleeping in the nude.
Okay.
Her clothing is equally folded very nicely over a chair.
Well, I just want to wake her up, but gently. Good morning.
Good morning.
I think it's time for us to make our escape.
I can be dressed in 2 minutes.
I will leave you. If you have any recollections, please tell me. I would really like to know what the hell happened.
It was a good night.
It certainly seems that way.
That's all I can remember.
Well, I feel proud. Not sure why exactly.
She sits up and she makes sure to draw
Okay.
the sheets up.
And this time we won't have to fight.
30 seconds.
Yes, of course, I'm going.
Which means that at 5:35 a.m., Sophia, Patches, and Brom end up on the same metro with Fala, riding back towards Atwater.
This image in my head is beautiful, by the way.
Yeah.
So what I'm picturing is
Tell me.
Sophia, long, insanely sparkly dress with a Red Riding Hood cape.
Mm-hmm.
Brom wearing a plaid shirt and boxers, and that's it.
He picked up his pants.
Oh,
You
crap,
didn't put
I
them
forgot
on
my pants.
necessarily. And
Not again.
Patches wearing like some kind of hazmat suit or like,
What?
I was dressed warmly.
right, like a huge parka.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, and Cog.
excellent.
Cog's there too.
Yeah.
Cog.
And earmuffs. Yep.
But they're like actually the
And
like,
sunglasses.
construction worker.
And we're all like holding the metro poles and we're just like staring. Classic Samhain.
Our friends from Halifax seem to be in good spirits anyway.
What were they doing here?
I wish I knew. Well, track meet, but I wish I knew otherwise.
You ended up with them? Where?
I don't think she'd believe it. Fala?
Paula, where?
It was a good night. Eki Concordia, the doors hiss open, And Incisor
Oh.
walks into the metro. She is wearing scrubs that are entirely white. Her hair is pulled up into a very severe looking bun. And her eyes are barely open. She doesn't even recognize that you're on the car when she gets on.
I mean, I'm certainly going to go to her, but I imagine someone might sort of shout out or whatever before, but...
I'll go over to her too.
As you're starting to approach, she turns and she looks at somebody sitting in one of the single seats and just narrows her already half-lidded eyes just enough that the person leaps out of the seat and offers it to her, at which point, when you arrive, she sits down.
You're looking a little worse for the wear. What? Well, I don't mean to judge. I just...
Certainly
What?
sounds that way.
Someone's been busy. Incisor.
Busy. Yeah.
It's like she was working the emergency room. Volunteering? Doing some good?
Yeah, but
I should point out that her scrubs are pristinely
Yeah.
white.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing.
Well,
A party, maybe. I certainly had a party. I'm sure you did.
Fucking
I'm sure you
hate
did.
so-
I had a concert of some kind.
partied.
Destroyed a practically priceless timpani.
Lady
Nice.
Sophia.
What?
That's kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
It is.
I understand that. It's Sawing.
You can't just explain away your problems.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I woke up in Place des Arts. I left, and now I'm here.
And
Hmm.
as the lights turn green and the car starts to slow down, now we are here.
Hmm.
Do you think Claude will be conscious and have food ready, or should we stop in for food on our way up?
Maybe we could bring him something.
I can't tell whether he'd be more offended if we brought him something or if we didn't. But we should, yes.
Maybe I could text him and see if he's awake yet.
Spoiler warning. Claude's awake. There's food on the table. He's not happy about it.
It's Sawing. I'm in
Classic.
tech.
Yeah, now that's an excuse.
That's a... Woof.
That's
I'm
like
in
get out
tech
of
is
jail
the
free.
it's Sawing of our
Wow.
lives.
Woke up in a timpani. I'm in tech. It's tech week.
I woke up in a timpani.
Tuesday, November 27th,
Oh.
2018. A delegation arrives from the Grand Bess Den. Fuse shows up. He is carrying a whole ton of blueprint rolls wrapped up in a portfolio tube, like one of those professional ones that you'll see somebody carry.
Fancy.
And walking up behind him, holding and studiously, like furiously even poking at a tablet computer, is a familiar-looking knocker, with pigtails and a furrowed brow. She's got a duffel bag on over her shoulder, and inside the duffel bag, you can see that there's a bit of a wetsuit just hanging outside the zipper.
We're all in the exhaust to greet them. We expected their visit, or is it a...
Surprise! I imagine we did, yeah.
Whoa.
Flashbacks. Flash. Ah.
Fight.
Oh,
Fight.
that was awesome.
Sorry, what did you ask
I was
me?
asking if this was a pre-planned visit or
No
if
one
it was...
Oh,
the
yeah,
best
no, it's
Inquisition.
a pre-planned.
Okay.
It's very funny.
So I imagine we're all meeting them in the exhaust. We're all present.
I'm the muscle. I'm just kidding.
I'm a muscle.
Meh.
All right, what's the damage?
Damage. What the fuck are you talking about?
I know that there will have been adjustments to my plans. I know this is how it goes. First time I'm working with the Grand Bastin, so I know there are many talented minds, many opinions, many thoughts.
But also, Fuse and Lanta, welcome back. And welcome, Lanta, to the Spark.
Clearly she's the ambassador.
Could we get you something to drink or eat?
I want to get started. And he unscrews the blueprints and
That's
just
what I
starts
thought.
rolling them out
Yeah.
on the bar. Fuse is not currently in the bar, although Kyoko is idly poking at a old Nintendo Game Boy, curled up on one of the big chairs, and she looks up with an eyebrow quirk. So, these are all the root walls. I mean, you got to attach it to something, right? And just the electrical systems, the hydraulics, hydraulics,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
also the
it's the Grand Bastin.
pipes, just all kinds of technical data just poured out, all written very meticulously in white on blue.
All right. All right. I can work with this.
We need a more distinctive look. We need to be able to point to that thing and it can't look like anything else. It's got to look like us. You want me to
Knock
show
off
those
a few
plans?
Wow, Liz.
corners.
So the plans that are being shown right
Sorry,
now.
Pinkie Pie.
Liz is gone.
But you say it has to look like us, yet something that's never been seen before. Which of it is it? Or is its unseen nature what will make it you? What will make it fit, belong? That's
I
why.
suppose I have to rotate this, don't I?
Yeah, sorry, I did not. I'm a jerk.
Reminder. Woo!
I drew a picture. So for
I drew a
reference,
picture.
those are elevators down one side, and those are 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall because they're supposed to be generously accommodating not only for trolls but also for, equipment and things like
Large
their
filing
loading
cabinets
docks
and things.
stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
And so that's a multi-level facility, each with 16-foot ceilings, a grand central atrium. Those are skylights up top with a glass between all the levels to allow for natural light to come through to the many underground levels. And that central space is an atrium, so the central rooms are recessed. And much more designs are to be done. But yeah, first Patch's first draft.
Batch's first draft. From hell.
Not the way Scott. It'll be around for years because he takes such good care of her.
Oh, that's nice.
Look, it's boxy.
Yes. It's called a first draft. It's called fill all the space that you can and then shape it thereafter.
I mean, you work like the way that you want to work. I don't know nothing about, like...
I guess I'm doing a CNC instead of a 3D print, you know? I'm doing subtractive sculpting instead of additive.
And that's when the door opens up and Claude comes out. He's holding a carafe and just looks at his bar and then looks up. So is my office your office now?
Ask it of our guest.
Oh yes, our guest. This is my bar. Oh, sure. It's your bar. I'm not laying any claim to your bar. Just having a look at some blueprints right here. No, I don't think you understand. It's my bar. Get the fuck off my bar.
Great, Claude said it himself. So, can we actually do this where we belong? Down in Sister's workshop, which I'm sure you are itching to get your eyes on anyway.
Lanta's eyes just at the mention of Zister's workshop.
Great, let's go. And here you go. I drew a fucking squiggle for you. You don't like my goddamn squares? Smash the,
Smash the
elevator
like button. Subscribe.
Elevator button.
Sophia's not going to go with Patches in that state. I think she's going to let her do her thing. Stay upstairs and wait for them to come back.
Don't give me sass. It's not my fault that the plans that I have to take back to these things, they want to look a little visual flair. We got a reputation that we've got to maintain here.
Right. Yes, because fucking blueprints are going to show you all the visual flair that, I can give you, I'm sure.
Does she like shooting messengers?
She put a lot of time and thought into this first draft.
It's
You don't
okay,
have
Sophia.
to defend her. It's not as if this person would know art if it smacked him in the face. And Fuse just quirks an eyebrow, and he looks at the bar, and he looks up. It's alright. I'm used to dealing with small minds.
Funny that my mind is the one that was given this task.
No, he's referring to Claude.
Yeah, I don't
not you.
give a fuck. There you go. I even gave it a fucking pond.
Look, we're working together on this one. We all want the best.
Yeah.
Why don't you all head downstairs to the workshop?
Waiting on the elevator.
You're waiting on the elevator. I will see you after, and we will have lunch. Does anyone have any preferences for what they'd like to eat?
Give me 1 second here.
They didn't like
There
my
will be
squares.
alcohol. Oh,
So I gave
so
them
much
some non-squares.
alcohol.
And there's a pond now. Look, there's a fucking pond because they don't like squares. Oh,
That's all I have to say. Nothing?
Sorry, that rattling was driving me nuts.
yeah,
Jesus.
was it the... It doesn't
it's
matter.
the fucking kitchen fan.
Mm.
It's always running.
That doesn't count as corpsing.
No, it
I
doesn't.
left my chair, but
No. You weren't laughing.
No, we haven't... We've just warmed
That
up.
wasn't comedy.
We're just warming up.
so you're thinking ponds on the roof, and the door to the elevator opens up.
Ground level.
Okay.
I mean, there's going to be an entire level of nature in the middle of it, but since you don't like squares, I guess I'm going to have to do something more normal.
You say boxy once. God damn it. The doors close down, and then you start hearing the real big fish version of Why Can't We Be Friends starting to go down the elevator in squeaks.
Okay.
The elevator slug at this point.
Oh. I would have wanted to return him.
It's true. We probably should have done something in the last several months.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we're
think-
going to after this interaction, I
Yeah.
imagine.
Its eyes looking tired.
Oh my god!
I would have totally fucking sent him home.
What
way
have I
sooner.
done? Okay, sorry.
Do you want to have sent him home?
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think so.
Okay, there is no elevator slug
Thank
in the
you.
elevator at this point.
Smash
There
that
was
like
a beautiful send off. We had a party.
Methodiel, Grubermensch, whoever
button. And by
it was.
party, I mean we fucking like put our pedal to the metal to get him home.
Hashtag
ASAP.
save elevator slug again.
Yeah.
2.0.
2.0.
It's a far nobler thing that you do for elevator slug.
That has been
He's
done.
the true protagonist of the story.
Well, yeah.
This is all been
Lanta lingers
Spoilers.
behind and doesn't go down immediately. I'm sorry, I just needed to thank you.
Thought you wanted to see the workshop. You can thank us afterwards.
I will. I'm going to let them yell at each other a bit first.
Seems wise.
When knockers get that first bit out of the way, that's when the real work starts.
And speaking of work, how's yours been going?
It's been progressing. I can't tell you how good it feels to be past that frickin' block of mine. Wading through that sort of Clark can sometimes take months. I can't believe I managed to do it with your help in a day.
I'm happy to help. So, when are you embarking on the journey?
It's going to be at least another 2 months before I get to send a field test out.
Oh.
Maybe 6 weeks.
You promise you'll let me know the moment you do.
I said I would. I will.
Lady Sophia is very interested in the far dreaming, and also, of course, in
Fascinated.
your success, Lanta. I don't mean to. Tell me again, you're hoping to mine in the far dreaming? That is the hope?
Yes. There's
Interesting.
plenty of ore that we can't access here.
I imagine so, yes, of course. There must be some very strange and precious things there.
There's so much in the far dreaming we don't understand. We couldn't even wrap our minds around it if we tried.
Well, the weapon that you're carrying.
Yes.
Whisper. Well, that was made out of metal mined from the far dream.
Makes sense.
We're very much interested in making sure that we can collect whatever resources we can.
No, of course, I haven't encountered many knockers who take it upon themselves to adventure into these places. I think we hope, as a motley, to go there again.
I think some answers to questions that we've been seeking for a while might be found in the far dreaming.
You want to go?
Absolutely.
Well, obviously excursions into the far dreaming are rare, but maybe we could find something that might be helpful. Obviously, it might be worth our whiles to try and travel together. From deep, deep, deep down, echoing up through the elevator, you hear if I can find it here.
Oh,
Husheng Bakshi. Just in a thundering tone of voice.
I wonder what that's about.
As I understand it, Patches is an official architect.
Yes, she was.
Then I'm sure she's used to demanding clients. There's no more demanding client than the Grand Bastin.
I'm sure Patches is up to the challenge.
Well, challenge is the right word.
Well, at least she has someone who's a professional at dealing with the Grand Best Inn on her side.
And then you hear, "What's wrong with utilitarian?"
Oh dear.
Oh. Interesting.
Kyoko looks up from her Game Boy and you hear the classic of someone hitting pause. It's a good sign, actually.
A good sign.
When was the last time that you heard Fuse yell?
Fuse?
Not Fuse. Sorry,
Sister?
Sister.
Oh. You're right, he only yells when he cares very deeply about something.
That's a good point. Well, I can tell that he's obviously passionate.
That's good. That's very good.
The
Yell
elevator
away.
door opens up and
Yell away.
Fuse stalks out,
Oh boy.
opens the door to the garden, closes it, pulls out a cigarette.
Yeah.
They're gonna get married.
Patches, you into that? Oh.
Lanta just looks out. Progress.
This was a successful meeting?
Successful is what you managed to accomplish. I would say that this is progress.
Lanta, is it... It's not common for whole wings to be added to the Grand Best Inn.
No. The last time that a wing was added to the Grand Best Inn was when the archives were constructed.
This is...
This is a huge step. A good one.
This is not a small thing. And I think that the council may have been a bit premature in assigning it to Patches without making absolutely clear how much creative control each side would have. But I'm not a Dion. I just...
Yet. Oh, I'm just kidding. I don't know how these things work at all.
Real knockers make things. Those who don't become Dion.
Can I make an etiquette roll on that statement, John?
Yep.
Is that like
Yep. Roll me your intelligence etiquette.
Thank you. Thank you, I will.
Patches.
Wow.
I'm like,
Please tell me it was a botch. No.
yes.
Fuse is just standing there and he's flexing his hands. Not Fuse, Zister. Is flexing his hands a bit. He's the smartest one of them. And he's still an idiot.
It's because he can't quite comprehend depth. You see, I don't think he's ever seen a cross section before. He understands, structural integrity and the whole concept of giving your client the barest base.
What's wrong with subtractive design? I just...
I mean, the archive is entirely boxes. It's because you did it first. They're post box. Cubism, so they're post cubists. They need
I'm not into box.
pointillism. That's what I'll do. Pointillism. Everyone will have, instead of having the whole space be troll friendly, I'm going to make sure that there's a little tiny compartment for every size of kith. That's what they must want.
The door opens up. Fuse comes out. And another thing!
It's okay. Here, I gave you curves. Look at all these nice curves.
Patches knows nice curves.
Well,
The floors are flat, cause shit isn't gonna roll around in my fucking building.
wait. The hell? Drink plus.
He takes a deep breath. Roll me your perception etiquette, please.
Being an asshole
I
on
got 4
purpose,
on my
for
roll.
what it's worth.
Yes.
Shit, Scott.
4?
Yes.
Lanta's being very knockery here.
Okay.
Holy shit.
I got a
success is not an
whole
etiquette?
dot of etiquette, right?
Um,
And I have 3 dots of perception.
She clearly doesn't mean what she's saying when she says that, like, those who can't become Diane.
Okay.
But there is a little bit of, like, why the fuck would I ever want to be one? That means that
Right.
I'm...
Give up.
Like,
We're
I'm,
gonna give
yeah,
it. Well,
it's not that the Diane
No, no.
don't make things; it's that they have other things they have to worry about. Whereas at the moment, all she has to worry about is, you know, making her shit
right.
and dealing with the she who's just like, so you can take us to the far dreaming. Also, I'm smiling at you.
Come on. Come on.
Fuse is actually pretty smart. When he is talking, it's clear that he's at least done enough research, if he's not an architect himself, to be able to express his desires more than a typical client. It's also clear that he's pushing you more than he's, like, trying to overrule you. But Zister is having none of it. He's the one who gets to push you. He's the one who gets to challenge you. He's the one who gets to put you down. Fuse isn't allowed. So it's clear that there's, like, 2 kind of, like, egos at work here. But the interesting thing is, Fuse doesn't recognize the source of Zister's frustration. He doesn't realize it yet.
Okay. You've given me the hookup points. You've given me the dimensions. You've given me my parameters. The floors will be level. The doors will actually close. They aren't going to be strange, diagonal, amorphous blobs.
I don't have anything against right angles.
Great. Now that you've seen the simplest, fairest of bone sketches of the general structure, let me tell you about the atrium. You see the skylights on the top. As much as there will be so much electricity in this space, there's also going to be natural light, and is going to filter down through all of these subterranean levels all the way to the bottom floor, so that the Cathane that aren't necessarily as used to being locked away in a workshop for hours at a time don't feel like they have gone into a dungeon. They don't feel like we are locking them away in the other people wing.
I mean, I understand what you're thinking here, but knockers are miners. We're not used to having so much light.
Yeah, it's okay. That's why it's in the center. That's why the elevator isn't in the middle. It's off-center. Now, you've, I assume, seen the fire. What's the word?
Balefire.
Balefire room at the Grand Best Inn. You've seen the true essence of nature's force that you walked through to witness the essence of the dreaming's force in the fire. That is a core concept. This atrium is taking the sunlight and what will be a space of nature, or what looks like nature. Because it won't all be true trees.
This is going to
Actual
take 6
ponds.
years to build, at least.
Only if you're slow. I asked the Diane.
I don't think you get it. I'm down for 6 years.
I could use other Cathane to construct this. That can be 2 years.
Oh.
We're going to build it right.
Yeah, look, okay. The structural integrity can be 2 years. The decor is going to take another few.
Hello. What?
You can trust a bog in to make a straight wall and a flat floor, right? That's part of the plan.
I wouldn't trust a boggin to know which way to unroll a condom.
Okay, I think you need to excuse yourself from this project. This is a wing for other
I'm
Cathane.
kidding. Yeah, we can potentially look into using boggins if they're off-site.
On-site, getting the bullshit done fast. Also, trolls, because they're fucking strong, and because I know one that could definitely do with a part-time job.
He's really good with plumbing.
Oh, I'm just so bored.
Every Cathane, every Kith needs to not only feel welcome, but to feel like their kind has had a hand in making this theirs.
You're going to have to invest in a lot of hard hatch.
They don't all have to be in at once. They can share. I'm sure you guys have rubbing alcohol somewhere. Fade to montage. Montage.
Hammer just like hit the thumb, like, oh.
You guys are still in the workshop, right? Awesome.
November 30th.
Friday.
Friday.
Punchy day.
Punchy day.
Brom,
Yes.
Fridays also happen to be the day that you are most intimately aware of where Claire will be at any point in time. What was your plan?
I mean, I don't know if I would use the word plan, but I my scheme. Excuse me. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, I'm just finishing this. I wanted to, see how things were, check in on her and on our children, make sure that nothing untoward has happened in terms of the fact that her house was broken into by that woman that one time. And also, Brahm is curious about Claire's new hobby, or at least what he assumes is Claire's new hobby, photography. He's going to go to where she is on Friday nights, which I feel like she finishes work and then she has a class.
Bingo.
What?
Bingo.
Just not
So like
that
75.
Young people play bingo.
Maybe.
I want to go play bingo.
Yeah.
But like she used to go to sort of like an art, like a night art school thing. Not sure if she still does, but I'm gonna try it.
So, when you get to the night art school, you're like going like when it's going to be just starting, kind of in the middle, when it's supposed to be
Towards
letting
the
out.
end, try to
Towards the
capture
end?
on the way out.
All right. So, you're sitting in the parking lot,
Oh no.
and there's a chimerical sort of. It's an odd little creature. It's bipedal.
Okay.
Has ears that stretch. They're not like bunny ears. They're like large human-shaped ears, but they stretch all the way down to the ground and like as it is his ears directly on the ground.
Oh, okay.
So he literally keeps his ear to the ground all the time. Short, maybe about a foot and a half tall. And he's sitting on a garbage can, just kicking his feet a little bit.
Well, everything all right?
What? No, of course, everything's fine. Look, sometimes this place gets a little burst, and I like a little burst now and then.
I get that. Absolutely. Well, anything tonight then?
No. I should be getting going.
Oh, that's too bad. There's a
If it doesn't happen by an hour in, it's not going to happen. They spend the last 20 minutes critiquing each other. And,
there's no creativity in the critique for you.
I'm not around to hear how people feel about things. I'm here for how they feel about things.
Right.
Do enough listening.
Well, I don't know how it will go, but one of the women who's going to come walking out those doors in a moment, we have history. She might tell me how she feels about things.
Like I said, I hear about how people feel things.
Right.
I care about how they feel things.
Well, all right.
See you around, hero.
Wait.
And he kicks himself off the garbage can and starts trundling off down into the night. Class lets out. A few people start filtering out, but you're tall. You can see over people's heads.
Right.
And one thing that you do see, though, is that when Claire leaves she's holding the hand of a satyr.
Oh.
He's dressed
Okay.
in a jaunty little vest and a big, massive scarf, like the kind that like that are way, way, way
Oh,
too
man.
long, and wrapped like all the way around his neck, like 8 times, and it's hanging all over his body. He's holding her hand. He's pretty cute. And he's laughing. And she's laughing too.
Oh. Well, I'm just voicing this because obviously I'm not going to say it out loud. But like, I think in this moment, that's really bittersweet, right? Like, obviously Brahms only ever wanted her to be happy, but can I get a sense, like an instinctual sense, of whether they seem to have known each other for a long time? I mean, you can kind of sometimes tell.
I mean,
I'm
if you
not-
were a boggin, you could make a social dynamics roll.
Truth.
But you're not.
I'm not.
And you didn't bring a boggin with you, I assume. I'm right here at the car. You said we were going
He
to
sometimes
McDonald's.
just takes me along for a ride. Hey. My God, Aragorn.
You can roll me your perception empathy.
Okay.
But the difficulty is not going to be easy. It's going to be 8.
Yeah. I figured as much.
Botch, 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 botch.
2 successes.
There's clearly some new relationship energy in the air.
Some of that new.
But it's
honeymoon
not
is-
that tentative, like, first date energy.
Right.
It's new relationship energy.
Cool.
Like, I might leave a toothbrush at your place, bae.
Do you need me to run one over for you?
That's a callback.
Hey. Claire.
So, 2 of you look up. Claire has this, like, oh shit look on her face. And the satyr has this, oh shit look on his face as he recognizes. The look of recognition is clear on his face, and he instantly lets go of Claire's hand.
Oh, the power. Okay.
Hi!
Good evening.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was just curious how your class was tonight. I thought we sometimes met up on Friday nights, got a coffee, checked in about how things were for the coming week.
Okay, so I'm just going to rewind for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
So I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm going to ask you to roll this. Can you
Go
roll
for
me
it.
charisma etiquette
Yeah. Oh.
at a difficulty
okay.
of 5?
Okay. Is this a Scott knows shit roll?
Yeah.
5 successes.
Okay.
Hit me up.
Wow.
So starting a, like, I just thought I'd see how your class went is
Ooh.
not, it's a, like, I understand
little
what you
creep-jacking?
meant,
Right.
but it's a little bit like, I'm checking up on you.
Huh.
And I know where you are at all times.
Right.
But like the second thing that you said, like, hey, sometimes we meet up on Fridays and we talk about things. Like, yeah, that's totally legit.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna say that this is a thing that you normally do.
Sure,
That
yeah.
sometimes you're there, sometimes you're not. She knows this.
Right, exactly, right? That sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I should've
This is
told you.
Talus.
No, it's wow.
Giorgio, this is Brum,
Ah, yes.
Giorgio.
and Giorgio.
Please be Italian.
My name is Giovanni Giorgio,
He's Greek.
but my friends call me
Baller.
Giorgio.
Giorgio looks up. Hi. And there's this very kind of elaborate, like, I don't know who you are, and you're not special in any way, and
Nope.
I'm not reacting any differently to you at all.
No, of course.
Giorgio, Brom is my ex-husband. And there's that kind of, like, relief that comes from her as she says it. Now she doesn't have to say it ever again.
Yeah.
Or at least not to him.
Right.
Oh. Hi. We're friends.
Well, all right then. It's a pleasure to meet you, Giorgio. And I go for a big old handshake. I give it a little squeeze, you know.
Yeah, you doing that?
Yeah.
You pulling it?
Not
You
to
pulling that move?
Not to be like crunch, you know, but I'll give him a little squeeze, sure. It's good to meet you.
His handshake is comparatively not nearly as strong.
All right, but not.
He's trying.
It's no fish thing.
No, he's not giving you the fish. He's not doing one of these things.
Ugh.
But like, there's the squeeze, like that confident squeeze, and then there's yours, and he just does not measure up.
Well, I don't want to interrupt anyone's evening. I just.
Actually, I had to go. So I will. Look, Claire, I'll see you later. And Claire's like, sure. And he does this like automatic like lean in just a bit, and then he pulls right back,
Oh.
and then he's like, I'll see you later.
Oh my
And Claire
god.
deliberately like leans up and gives him a relatively chaste peck on his cheek, and he flushes and gets into his car and drives away.
I obviously didn't mean to. I didn't know.
I should have told you. He's a nice guy. Come on, let's go get a drink.
I'd like that.
Patches. Sophia.
Yes.
Kyoko has been trying for quite a while to make an excuse to watch favorite show with the two of you.
What's her favorite show?
At the moment, favorite show is RuPaul's Drag Race.
What a day.
Nobody watches it with me. I'm relatively sure that if I showed it to Brahm, that would be grounds for him to simply make me disappear.
I don't think he would get it. He would try really hard, though.
Yeah.
He would try so hard.
I'm relatively sure that if I ever hear him say, "Yas, Queen," as opposed to "Yes, my Queen," I would die.
I think that's
for
fair.
me.
Like, would it be a happy death? Should I dare him to?
No.
Should I force him to?
No, this would be one of those little deaths,
Ah, I'm sure
and
he's
not
good
one
at
of those little deaths.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
The artistry in that show is really quite impressive.
Some pretty thorough designs.
She has it set up on her iPad. Just an excuse to drink, like, incredibly not butch
You're gonna
drinks.
throw that shit up on a projector.
We have a projector?
Of course.
We do now.
Projector.
Oh, nice.
So, Kyoko's about 3 Sex on the Beaches in.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the two of you, but
Probably drinking.
that's when the
drinking
elevator opens and a
Lady Gaga.
satyr with a very large scarf and a very worried expression comes in.
Pause. Welcome to the Spark.
It's Dr. Hooves.
What?
Cloven feet. And he's got a big scarf.
Sorry, we weren't expecting guests tonight. Are you here for?
How can we help you?
someone?
I think I made a very big mistake.
What do you mean?
You got problems?
I think I'm dating Brahm's ex-wife.
Don't say it.
Oh,
Don't
Claire?
say it. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yes.
okay, good. You're not.
You're
Which
welcome.
one?
My name is Giorgio, and I know that this is where Brahm comes. Sir Brahm. Sir Brahm. Sir Brahm. Sir Brahm.
So you're dating
Claire.
Claire.
Yes.
She is immortal, right?
Yes.
Yes, she is.
And I
Okay.
haven't enchanted her or anything.
So she just has really dreamy taste.
Kyoko just leans against Patches
Wow.
and just pats her on the leg a couple of times. She doesn't laugh. Kyoko doesn't really do a lot of outward
Yeah.
laughing, but like that's as close as she gets.
There are several drinks in.
Amazing.
All right. So, you are dating Claire, and
It's been 2 months. She's nice. She's a photographer.
What's the problem?
You're concerned about how Sir Brahm will react.
He doesn't own her.
It's not about ownership. It's well, we're both,
What?
dreamy.
And
And then Kyoko looks up,
like
him
that.
up and down. Dreamy-esque.
Why is that a problem? Like it's weird coincidence, or maybe she's like unknowingly extra sensitive.
but it's not
to
impossible at all.
luck of the draw.
I don't know how much she knows about us. I've never asked. I've never tried to find out.
I think it's safe to say she doesn't know much about us. If I may, I think that's part of the reason why their marriage didn't work out.
So I should tell her.
You can't violate the Eshiat.
Everybody violates the Eshiat.
Shh, not in the freehold.
They're listening.
Walk up, Giorgio.
So
Damn it, Georgia.
a quick aside. It isn't technically a violation of the Eshiad to enchant a mortal. Lots of people do it. And in fact, lots of freeholds, although less in Northern Ice, but it's way more common elsewhere, have a lot of enchanted humans.
It wasn't the enchantment so much as the full-on just telling her everything that I was talking
That's right. So, if you have a human, it's okay to tell them some things, especially if they're enchanted, because the mists will help protect you. If you start educating a human as to like the concept behind changelings, in a way, in an attempt to defeat the mists, that's no good. That violates the Eshiat. The Eshiat being an agreement that all changelings are basically bound to. Not by any specific oath, but just like, we shouldn't do this shit. And
Bad policy.
and changelings look down on other changelings who violate the Eshiat. Although, as Giorgio say, all changelings do at one point or another, minor senses or major senses, in much the same way that most of us actually have, broken laws. Jaywalking, you download an MP3, that kind of thing.
Download an entire car.
Yeah, you wouldn't download car, but
You wouldn't download.
drive
What else
over
is
100
Bitcoin
kilometers
for?
an
Get
hour.
that Lambo, yo.
What? Yeah.
Too far into the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So, the trouble with that is that then wouldn't she know about Brahm? Wouldn't that fuck her up real bad?
Yeah, that's.
So were you planning to before you knew about Brahm?
I didn't see the harm.
Yeah, well, now there is. I think if she knows about Brahm, it might change how she looks at him. It might change their relationship, which isn't going to be good for you, my
I
friend.
really liked her.
You can still like her.
No, you can't.
Wait, okay, so you can
You came here for a reason. Was it to see Sir Brahm, or was it to
Yeah, I
speak
heard
to
that.
us?
I just saw Sir Brom. I drove right here.
Sorry.
All right.
He's
how
still with her.
Can we help you then?
I'm just wondering whether I need to break it off with her or what. I just.
boy.
I think you already know the answer. Are you looking for us to assuage your fears, or?
We do a lot of things. We assuage.
I think that your relationship should run the course that you think it should run, but take into account the knowledge that if you decide to inform her at all about our kind and she ever sees Brahm again, which she will because he's the father of her children, that it's going to change things. So you have new information, plug it into your computer, find the solve for X.
I don't fix people.
Literally, solve for X. Thank you. You're very kind. I'm not.
I'm gonna like muss her hair a little and like flop her ears around as well.
It would be nice if this situation could come to a close without anybody getting hurt. But
Oh, you mean emotionally hurt? Okay.
I mean, Brahm didn't pull a sword on you, did he?
No.
Good.
Does he do that sort of thing?
Only in
usually.
matters of honor and glory and doing the right thing and getting
the
himself
heart.
killed.
He always pulls things in matters of the heart. He pulls a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, you see, it's this matter of the heart. I've been thinking I need to... No, I'm just kidding.
Claire still just enjoys a good old-fashioned IPA.
Yeah. 2 peas in a pod. That's my ex-wife and I. I know. Anyway. IPAs.
Somebody is trying to sign up for something using my email address, and it's constantly being like, activate your account. Click here. That bling. So I apologize.
Man, sorry.
Trying desperately to sign up for
I think it's a
porn.
mistake more than anything else. I get a lot
Sure.
of mistakes, but
Blur tum.
you're not here to chase away my new boyfriend, are you?
No. You know I wouldn't do that.
I just called him my boyfriend.
Well, he is then.
I guess. I mean, we haven't discussed it, but
The mouth doesn't lie in these sorts of matters. The
He
mind,
hasn't-
you know.
he
You
hasn't met the kids or anything like that. It's still too soon. Just... How you doing?
I have been well.
A question: have you told her that you've been seeing anybody?
Yeah, but Brahm would be weird about it, right? 'Cause, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how exactly he would phrase it other than, you don't know her, and maybe she's younger than me. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay. And did you say her name at all? She would have asked.
yeah.
Did you give her the real name?
Well, no, because I don't actually, now that you mention it.
She's never told you.
Yeah,
her
I
real
know.
name. If indeed that is her real name. Maybe Kyoko is a real name. But she's never told you, and she has never, ever left any kind of identification.
Of course, though, right? Like, leave it to Kyoko to, like, leave all of the things. Like, anyway, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I would have, yeah. I would have referred to her as Kyoko, anyway.
How is Kyoko doing?
She seems to be well as well.
That's still on, huh?
It is.
It's getting serious.
She's... I don't know if our definitions of serious are the same, she and I.
Well, this I have to hear about.
Oh, she asked me quite some time ago, not so much asked, but implied that she was free to be her own person. She was free to experience what she wanted to experience, and I respect that.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I just never would have thought that that would be someone you'd be interested in.
She is kind, and she is good-hearted. I am interested in her, yes.
Well, Well, what is it? So you have an open relationship?
I suppose so. I've never really thought about it that way because it doesn't feel that way.
Well, has she ever done anything with someone else?
I do not think so. It's just a feeling, Claire, just a feeling that one day I may say something that might be too formal for her.
I don't know if I understand.
Wow. Sorry. She's very playful. She makes a lot of jokes. And sometimes, when I try to take things a bit more directly, she skirts the issue. I don't doubt that we get along, and I don't doubt that she likes me very much.
She's afraid of commitment.
I don't think so.
But she doesn't like discussing it.
Oh boy. Sure hope she just hasn't bugged my phone.
I mean, I'm sorry to have bothered you. I appreciate it. Anyway.
You should totally come back sometime. I think it would be fucking amazing. For you. I'm being an asshole. Probably would be super fucking awkward. Brahm is excellent at making things awkward. You aren't not welcome here, but Brahm is king of awkward, so depends if you're ready for that.
He's a knight of awkward.
My king. Oh.
He isn't a king.
Yeah. Yes.
Kyoko with the technicality. Lady Kyoko with the technicalities about Sir Brahm being a knight and not a king.
Technicalities are incredibly important. Like, we have a California king mattress. It's not a king-sized bed. It's a California king-sized
It's
bed.
because he's super fucking tall.
Everybody thinks that a California king is bigger than a king. It's just longer. It's actually narrower than a king-sized mattress.
Yes.
Do you know how hard it was to try to describe that to somebody who sold mattresses around here? I had to order them. Who am I kidding? I ordered everything online. I practically ordered Brahm online.
Brahm would not be for sale online. You know that.
Oh, I just give him orders online. Look, I'll try it now. And she reaches into her pocket,
Oh,
and she
boy.
pulls out her phone. She starts texting.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure you should be texting him?
Why not?
I don't know, you're in a RuPaul kind of mood. ...
Yeah.
You get a text message on your phone,
Okay.
and it says, in the next 30 seconds, you need to jump up and down at least twice. It's from Kyoko.
Yeah. I know.
I'm very good at giving orders.
I can picture that. I could see him being very good at taking them. Are we getting into the details of your sex life?
And she shows you the text that she just sent.
What are the odds he'll listen to that? Probably pretty
this
high.
is the sort of thing that I would think would be a very sexy text message. I could send a sexy text message, and she starts typing it in.
Oh.
So, Brahm,
Yeah.
do you jump in the next 30 seconds?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to play it off in the following way. I'd like
Okay.
to just look at my phone and go,
Disgusting.
you see that?
Sorry.
Take an apple, take the phone, just toss both of them. Disgusting. Yeah, it's okay. You see, this is what I am talking about. And I just kind of like flash it in her general direction. You see, she's obviously having fun. And I appreciate that. And I have no doubt that I will also have fun when I get the joke. And I get up and I like start stretching and I like limber up a little bit. And then I go hop, hop. And I sit back
By
down.
then, the next text message comes in,
Yeah.
and it just says, finger. Finger.
And I just text back, what? Question mark?
See, this isn't actually sexy at all.
Oh, it could be.
Is Giorgio still here?
Oh yeah. He's.
Oh,
I mean,
that
like
could
now he's kind of
absolutely-
awkwardly like looking back to the elevator and looking at you like.
That absolutely could be a sexy text. See, who should I send that? I could send that to someone and they would think it was sexy.
Who would you send it to?
Because that's all they ever expect from me is sexy.
Wait, who? Who are you talking about?
You pick.
happening?
What?
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 Fuse.
I don't want to fuck Fuse.
Oh, thank God.
We're so
What's
invested.
wrong with Fuse? Oh, because
Fine.
when he gets hot, he bursts.
Do you want to fuck Fuse? I'm sure I could hook you up.
Wow, that was funny. Okay.
Patches. You're offering me a grape when I'm surrounded by fine wine.
Yeah, okay. I'm a terrible matchmaker.
Who are you talking about, Patches?
Like root through my pockets, find a coin, flip it. Odds or evens.
Good old D2.
Odds. All right. I'm gonna text finger to pork.
Do you show me who you're texting?
It's like a finger
yet.
emoji.
Okay.
No, just finger.
Just the word. Okay,
The response is the fook.
That's what I tested back too.
Stupid joke. How you doing?
Who are you texting?
Your mom.
Dare you?
Nancy is a wonderful woman.
I forget what her name is.
I'm on a moor.
And
Wow.
It's wet and cold and dark.
see, if only it were warm, then it would be much more fun.
I have to agree. Wrong. I don't think you need to be worried. Because you clearly you care about her.
Yes.
So if you care about her, then either everything's going to work out or it won't.
Well, that's one of those is not a good outcome.
Why?
If I- Oh, I see.
Listen, Brom, love is always going to be a risk. And it's always going to give you the opportunity to get hurt. And as much as I think maybe we hurt each other, there was still love there.
There was. There is.
And I don't think that I would change my agreeing to go on a walk with you. We have our boys. We have these Friday nights where I leave my boyfriend dangling.
He'll see you soon, I'm sure.
Who knows where he is right now. But every relationship you have, Brom, is going to fail until there's one that won't.
Hmm.
And that doesn't make them wrong.
It's true. Does Giorgio treat you well?
It's too early. He's a nice guy.
To know if he treats you well?
Of course he treats me well. Now.
Mm.
Who knows what'll happen?
Right. Either it will work out or it won't. Claire, I've been meaning to ask you since the other day. Have you taken up photography?
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
I feel like I see the world in a different way now.
What do you mean?
There's beauty there.
Was there not?
I think there always was, but maybe I just wasn't letting myself see it.
I would love to see some of the photographs that you've taken when you want to show them. Perhaps you will have an exhibition, or perhaps you can show me some at some time.
Why don't you come over next Friday? We'll come back to my place. We'll have a look at the photos.
Calm down. Sorry.
I don't feel ready to do it in a public place.
Of course. I would like that very much. The hell?
Hey, if Kyoko decides that she's gonna take advantage of the fact that it's open, you gonna be okay?
Yes.
Are you lying?
I don't think so.
It is December 16th.
Ooh.
No, it's December 15th.
Aw.
Fuck.
It's December 16th.
Yay!
It's easy to turn a 5 into a 6.
Patches comes along, it's just like, yeah.
Sophia,
Yes.
Ramsia has very occasionally gone away and come back. Not out of any, major concern, just that she still has some things that she has to check up on every once in a while. And she's still going through oneromancy. And now it's much less about the technical aspects of shaping glamour and having it do what you want, but now it's a lot of what she's been teaching is more what you can do with it and how you can interpret what has happened. You can feel that last little bit of oneromancy, just like it's hovering on the outside of your fingertips. It's getting close. But she's agreed to let you into her dreams again.
Okay.
She does the same thing that she has done in the past. She comes up to your apartment. She is very polite and yet somehow still somewhat kind of matter-of-factly inviting herself over, inviting herself into your bed. There's never been anything that remotely smacking of sexual in whatever she's doing, but there is also a certain amount of intimacy. This is an intimate act that she is allowing you not only to just walk into your dreams whenever you like, but also to walk into dreams that she considers very private to her. And of course, with her own bane of not being able to enter a dream unless she has permission, even though you do not have this bane, she still seems to put that extra emphasis on allowing something to happen. She curls her tail around her body just before she slides into the bed, and as is typical, she asks that you nap earlier in the day. How have you been?
I've been good. Trying to learn as much as I can. Waiting for Jack to come here with the information about Dante that the Crystal Circle was able to collect.
He said he should be ready before the year is over.
I know. I want to be ready when we get that information. And what can I do? I can dream walk. I can try to visit the tree again. I can make sure that I have the skills needed to do what has to be done. Whatever that may be.
Well then, let's see if you can practice moving through somebody's dream in order to discover instead of just observe or manipulate.
That's what I would like. I want to find this person for you. That time that we were in Halifax, we saw these two chimera that were two halves of the same whole, but they weren't able to meet each other until we brought them together. They'd been existing in parallel to each other, but hadn't met. And I think that's what's happening with you, which means there are two worlds that we have to connect.
It's possible. Shall we have a look? When she falls asleep, there's this trust. When a lot of people sleep, they assume a curled form, right? A fetal position, unless you're hot, at which point then you just sort of like starfish your way, trying to like
Truth.
leech the heat off.
But then you have two cats that lie on top
Oh
of you.
my god.
And so, and you're all just terribly uncomfortable together.
Everyone's very unhappy.
Why?
But
Why would you do that?
when Ramsia sleeps, there isn't a curling. She's not protecting herself, and there isn't an openness that's just simply trying to shed heat. When she falls asleep, she sleeps almost contemplatively, almost as if you can see that she's trying to see her own dream, which, as you would know as an Oniromancer, that's not really a thing that you can do. I mean, lucid dreamers do exist, but you can't dream walk into your own dream.
Then, like,
But she's there.
Do you vanish or do you not vanish?
A certain amount of beauty and a certain amount
It's
of
just
grace
lucid dreaming
radiating
at
from her.
that point. It's
But she is asleep.
nothing special.
Cast Dreamwalk. Followed
You don't need to.
followed by Dreamcraft,
Yeah.
so I can manipulate things within the dream.
Thought you were going to discover, not manipulate.
I'm going to manipulate so that I can discover.
Hey.
I'm going to make a loop.
Like a magnifying glass?
Yes, a loop.
Adorable. In loop.
When
Adorable.
you arrive, you see Ramsia standing at the edge of a cliffside. And the cliff extends and extends and extends. Not for kilometers, but for light years. And she's standing there, and you notice that she's holding a small knife, but not like any kind. This knife could never be used as a weapon. It's like a butter knife, practically. And she is just scratching a little bit at the edge of the cliff. The cliff is verdant and lush, and there are trees. There's a very pleasant summer wind blowing through. And the sun is going down as she's doing this. And as she finishes, you see that there's notches that are being made all along the cliff's edge.
Like leaning down?
Yes. As you look to the direction where the notches, so the notches come up and then they stop. As you look, you see that that end of the cliffside is starting to move and extend gradually.
So the notches, are they, like, could they serve as footholds? Could I climb and follow the notches?
They're too thin for that.
Okay.
You could definitely put your fingers in there, and maybe you could climb down the side of the cliff, but they seem to be more like markers than anything else.
So they're markers leading to that, like.
So
that
let's assume
far
that we
side.
have the cliff and the sun
Yeah.
is setting. The sun is setting in the west.
Okay.
So let's assume that to the west there's notch, and that's off into practically infinity.
Okay.
And then the cliff is continuing to grow to the east, slowly.
Okay. And that side doesn't have any notches. They're just notches to the west.
Yes.
And she's carving it as though to mark her path that she's already walked.
Potentially.
So what I'm trying to discover right now is something similar to what the Chimera had, which is like kind of one swimming above the other. So I'm trying to imagine that there is another cliff mirroring this one.
So you could potentially try to climb down and see if
yeah,
there's an
I
underneath.
think that's what I want to try to do.
Okay,
Can
so-
I dreamcraft like steps out from the cliff?
Absolutely you can.
I'm
Not
going
a
to do
cloud.
that.
Steps start
Floats you
pouring
down.
at the side of the cliff.
Screaming George.
Screaming.
And you notice that as you're starting to walk along, the rules of gravity are starting to change. Instead of them pointing you straight down, they're just pulling you towards the cliff side.
Mm-hmm.
So when you reach and you start moving down, the gravity is still keeping you on the stairs. It's not, it's like the equivalent of the Earth, right?
Right.
And when you reach down to the other side, there you see, as you're starting to come up the stairs again, that kind of shadowy looking figure who is also making a notch. And the notches stretch, stretch, and stretch.
To the east or to the west? Like in
Also
the same
to
direction?
the west, in the same direction.
Right. Okay.
The sun is now almost completely down, but it's very light out. The moon is almost full, and there are millions of stars.
Okay. So when I climb up the steps to get to the other side of the cliff, do I get close enough that I can see this figure's face?
It's still that same kind of shadow that you noticed on the tree.
Okay.
A shadow that you can't pierce, but it's there.
Does it acknowledge me at all?
The shadow is deep enough that you can't necessarily tell where it's looking,
Okay.
but it does stop making a mark when you reach that section.
Let's just try speaking to it. My name is Sophia. I'm visiting here. I was looking for you. There's someone who's looking for you. Are you looking for someone too?
It doesn't answer you vocally,
Okay.
but the figure turns and starts walking along the notches. So not in the direction of the expanding cliffside, but just along the notches.
So away from me.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be trying to escape you,
Okay.
but
What?
is walking in that direction along the side of the cliff.
Okay, I'll climb up to the top of the cliff then and follow it.
It feels like you walk for only a minute, but the notches are starting to move faster and faster and faster past you. And as you do that, you realize that every time that you reach another notch, the moon has gone down, the sun has come up, the moon goes down, the sun has come up. But the number of notches that you pass is not 1 or 10 or 100 or 1,000 or 100,000. But the impression is millions, maybe billions. The stars are changing each time they rise. The world, as you're passing by it, the vegetation, the side of the cliff, it changes in subtle ways. Different species of tree. almost like evolutions of each other. And then the shadowy figure stops. And there's only a couple more notches. You can see that it now has ended. That the notches stop. But a couple here could mean, after traversing past so many, maybe there's a couple of thousand left. But it stops here.
Is it doing anything, or it's just standing?
It's just standing there.
Why did you stop?
And points off the edge of the cliff.
So not following the notches, but
Yeah, so if this is the notches,
yeah.
it's pointing that way, perpendicular, off the cliff. Similar to how this is the direction in which you came.
Excuse
I
me.
want to craft more steps.
Come back around.
Yeah, and see if it takes it. Make a path for it.
Okay. It follows you.
Hmm.
And as you come back around and you come back up the stairs, you see that same image of the woman with white hair, with a disc on her forehead, wearing armor with small spikes on it. Enough that she looks dangerous, but not enough to take away from her majesty or her beauty or her radiance. The figure stays in shadow. And when you see the woman standing there, she looks at the shadow and there's this longing in her eyes, and then she looks back at you.
Oh, so just to be clear, the woman that's standing on the cliff.
Okay, so the woman that's standing on the cliff is now where it's ostensibly the same cliff that you left Ramsey on all the way back there.
Okay.
But now there's a woman standing there, the woman with white hair, spikes
Okay.
on her armor.
And
And the shadowy figure is with you,
Okay.
but isn't saying anything.
So the woman with white hair is
Looking
at the
longingly
shadow.
at the shadow and then back to you.
Gotcha.
Welcome to my timeline. Name of episode. That's when you look directly into the camera.
We have to go back. Wow. Wait, no, you're already in the other game.
Toss me.
I saw you already on the tree.
You've seen me before.
Have you seen me?
Yes. May I show you? And she walks now still west, but here and there the notches sometimes seem like they have, instead of just one, there's a cross across it, another notch, almost forming an X. And then when that happens, there's always a bit of extra distance between the next notch that occurs. And she walks and just shakes her head slowly at each one.
Is the shadow following?
Yes. More of the timeline.
What do the X's mean?
When I've fallen,
How did you fall?
it is a relatively easy thing to fall. To lose, to suck in one last breath, and then no more. And then birth. Do you understand?
Not yet.
You have your own timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Yours is shorter. And the cross has not yet found itself there. You do not know death. I have known death.
Well, these crosses are the moments you've died. But you came back.
We do.
Another soul in another body?
Another soul.
The same soul in another body.
Walk the timeline.
Is this timeline in the far dreaming? I need to get here to save someone.
She looks again at the shadow. And then back to you. I know.
There's someone in my timeline who's looking for them. How can we connect them?
There's just me. Walk the timeline.
How?
She looks east.
Okay. Are you coming with me? I'm gonna start walking east.
The shadow stays behind this time. But as you walk, you can see the notches passing by you. And again, but this time now, the sun and moon are not going in reverse. Now they're moving forward. And again, millions, billions. And then you arrive back to where you started, where the cliff is still slowly extending off. And as you walk, you notice that after you begin your journey, this second stage of your journey, there are no more crosses.
Oh, am I still in a dream?
And you're still in the dream.
I'm still in the dream, sorry. The music stopped. I got frightened.
I was so frightened.
Okay, but I'm still walking along the path. And now there are no more crosses.
Yep.
And this white-haired figure is still with me.
Yep.
And is Ramsey anywhere to be found?
Ramsey is not there when you arrive at the end.
Okay. At these moments, you stopped dying.
No one is supposed to know.
Know what?
She looks back. She looks down. It is my one secret. There has been no cross in so long.
But that's good, isn't it? Why would you keep that a secret?
You should leave now,
Why?
because you will learn.
I need to find the person Ramsey is looking for.
And first you need to find Ramsia.
Isn't that you? So you are her in this other world, this other timeline. And I know you're looking for someone.
There is one timeline.
What?
Wake up.
I'm not sleeping.
Wake up. And you find yourself in your own bed again.
Yeah.
But you are not alone. Where once there was a woman with a tail,
Wait.
there is a woman with blonde hair, long, and a disc flickering out on her forehead.
Wait.
And I think we'll end the session there.
I agree with Aragorn.
Well, we have a new meat shield and weapon and everything.
Oh, okay. It's
Like-
God.
We have a solar.
I mean,
Just look at someone
We hope
angrily
so.
and they'll just like melt.
So the disc is but which cast?
I don't know whether John was being really specific or whether he's
Right.
being vague, because disc would be like theoretically Zenith, which was Val.
Or a nightcast.
But it could be.
Nightcast would be like the empty.
It's a circle, but you can
Empty
still call it a
circle.
disc.
Was it
J
an empty circle?
E-V. I guess we're gonna find out.
Oh, lemon eater, no.
I will point out. I will point out one thing before we acknowledge the fact that, of course, we are not playing next week.
Mm.
That I don't think things are as they seem.
I mean, would
What?
they be?
A John game where
But the
things are not-
answer to what you're looking for can potentially be found in no exalted source book, but perhaps a changeling one instead.
Get that book going. Let's go.
Got to find out what they learned.
No, I'm.
All right, I
It's
know
been
what I'm
an
doing. over the
interesting
2
episode, I
weeks.
know.
Mhm. Excuse me, guys.
All that,
don't
the
have
drink
disc on my
counter,
forehead?
play the game, and more.
Effigies, maybe.
My fancy corner in just a moment.
My diary.
Well, Crosshair,
Stranger Things.
you'll never know, and we'll never tell you,
And we'll also
or John will
know.
never tell you. Yeah, it's true. We'll. Well, shit.
Definitely a rock giant in your bed.
Yeah, Rupert mentioned it seems that way. Well, I think I
Yeah.
was just not being
Yeah.
very generous with my mic.
But I think we can stand to boost your volume a
We
little
might
bit.
boost my
'cause I've
volume a
noticed
little.
it a bit on the records. The hell is?
The VODs.
What is English?
Great question.
Kate, what'd you learn today?
Learned a bit about Patch's like actual like what she's doing with her life.
Oh shit.
What's she doing with her life?
It's goddamn heavy.
Having a creative project to work on and direct her. I'm good, but thank you.
Oh,
I don't have a cup.
finish
just
it.
so-
She's
okay.
Are you sure?
There's so much more in my fridge.
There's a splishy splash.
You finish it. And I think not having to balance the dreaming and the like real Joe job, I think is given her a lot of freedom. And I think this past 6 months is her, for the first time, really discovering who she is as a Cathane and only a Cathane almost. Like really, as much as she still has some family and some mortal friends, I think like drawing back into the dreaming a little.
Scott?
I learned that Brahm has to ask some questions of Kyoko. I guess I only really realized that today. Well, I mean, Aragorn's gonna be like, "You always knew this all along." And yes. Like I know
That's
that,
a really
but
good
like
Aragorn impression.
I know. We love you, Aragorn. But like, oh damn it, no, just that I learned that Brahm has questions for Kyoko that he hasn't asked because he's afraid that she won't answer them. There you go. God damn it, Gwen.
And
God damn it.
how about you, Liz?
Sophia, up to this point, has been
Please.
available to help when dangers presented themselves, but was mostly happy to just be a support. When people like Brahm and Patches had plans that kind of related to the real world, so to speak, and now all of a sudden we're going into the dreaming, we're going into this very strange, unknown terrain, and she is kind of making a plan that possibly makes sense to no one but her.
Yeah.
And so she's learning shit like that, and she's like, man, I wish I could talk to someone about oh
Well, no, I mean,
life is
Speaking
confusing.
speaking of talking to people, we do have, of course, our play of the game to vote on. Starting now, Brahm, the Halifax track team, and charges it to Kenwyn. Patches handled the Grand Best in delegation in her own medium and knocks a knocker down a few pegs. Or hashtag Detective Sophia sleuths through Ramsia's dreams and discovers one fate in shadows, one fate to save. That is
my
vote
flag, guys.
0, 1, or 2 now.
okay, we also have if I may, we also have a drink counter, and I got nothing. I have one idea, but I have a feeling you guys might have something.
We've taken notes and looked at each other's. What's your idea?
Okay, my idea is one-liner entrances and
Oh,
exits, which is like
shit.
very particular. You know what I mean? Someone coming in with like a one-liner, but that's very particular, and I don't actually know if that's right.
My guess is super particular too.
Okay. Statistically,
I know what
it
my
should have
guess
happened.
is. by the way.
Statistically, it
Strong
should have happened
reaction?
today.
I think
Same
mine's too
reaction?
specific,
Scott
though.
reaction?
This is the problem.
Sexy time?
Sometimes
The
we're
classic
burned by
Scott
getting too
reaction.
specific.
That's true. It's true.
But my guess is me leaning forward and looking at you.
It does happen a lot, though.
Because at first my guess was
Statistically, that would-
euphemisms, and then I realized, like, no, there were way too many drinks for just
like
euphemisms.
25.
And I was
Oh.
like, surprise, strong reaction, same reaction, but I realized I think they were all around you reacting to something. So is it you reacting or Liz reacting to you reacting?
I
Or
don't
like
know.
doing
You
something?
could go with hashtag Scott.
There's 6 drinks.
6 drinks.
It's going to end up being like me doing something and whoosh.
That would be
Well,
amazing.
just before you guys give your answer, I should point out that today
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Are we there?
there's-
it's
Is it like a three-way tie? Oh, it looks close.
it's a tie.
Oh, shit. Two-way tie?
It is
Oh.
Brahm and Sophia
Excuse me.
both.
Hooray!
Hooray.
Sorry, guys. Right.
And Patches honestly was 1 vote away, which means
Woo!
I'm giving it to all 3 of you.
Oh shit!
And the reason why is
for
because there
sharing.
was a lot of stuff that happened, but a lot of the things that were described here are things that basically involved your individual things
Right.
that you were doing. But because you all made such a great impression across the board, I feel like it's not right to leave you out of this one. We're giving it to all 3 of you
Yay.
for today.
3-way. Tie.
Sorry?
A 3-way play of the game. Yeah.
3-way. Tie.
Tie.
Scott, I think this calls for a dab.
Nope.
Why not?
I don't think anything does. Well, it's been a swell 2018,
Dollar
everyone.
dabs.
No, make it stop.
Dollar donations. Dollar dabs.
Work, everybody. Ooh, still need our guest.
So
eh?
did you have your guess for the counter? Because I have some important things to talk about
Yep,
in
we
terms
do.
of the dreaming.
What do we want to
shit.
go with in the end?
Woof, weirdness. That's beautiful. Also, Kung Fu Fenris.
What does that mean?
Go.
It's like a whole system, man. I love
Oh,
it.
Kate's rolled.
Your guess.
Yeah. 2.
Your guess.
Hashtag
Guys, just fucking pick something.
Yeah. Hashtag Scottface.
Scottface.
Scottface?
Scottface.
Hashtag Scottface. Just gonna yell it at you guys. It's there you go. But it's just because I'm that bit selfish, I guess.
I believe it's whenever a player showed evidence of surprise.
Okay. All right. Okay.
We were
was my
surprised.
first
When they
written
were
down.
surprised by things, it's true.
That was my first instinct.
Oh, it's still no.
Nope.
What
Okay.
is it then?
Yeah, Aragorn. What is it?
Liz.
Innuendo was right.
Innuendo.
Oh, shit.
I'm in a little bit of a disadvantage. It's hard for me to see Liz's face
There was
unless I
only
specifically
true.
look for it.
instances of that?
There's an art to choosing them, I imagine.
Ton of Johnny,
John Innuendo.
but I'm never the drink trigger.
Truth.
Girl.
I mean, when is there not?
Can't just send
Hey,
someone
so
a
we weren't
text that
too
says
far off. Well done, everyone.
Yeah.
you could.
I'm gonna have to try it like in
I meant what I
3.5
said before,
months or
and
something.
I want to urge
Great.
all of you who have not watched Exaltwitch to know the answer lies in a Changeling book. I mean, obviously, there's some ties to Exalted that are occurring.
Yes.
But we have not left Changeling. Not by a long shot.
Here's to the next 59.
59!
Raise a glass to freedom. Something you will never see.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
See if you can puzzle that one out, fuckos.
Whoa. That's our storyteller.
But there are lots of them. It costs a fortune. I don't think you're gonna need to read all the source books. Hand me that one.
Oh, yeah, what
The
did
bet.
happen with the bet?
Oh, what happened with the bet?
Bet.
I mean, I think that's pretty obvious.
Eric went.
I don't think I
God.
corpsed today.
No.
No.
I was
So-
close. I saw a moment. It was close.
Yeah, you got a lip twitch in there.
So
Excuse me, Erwin. Technically, next session isn't next year.
It's true, actually. It's technically
True,
on
it's
the
the 30th.
30th.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Rocky, Methodiel, and Aragorn,
Yeah.
those who know me best.
And Crosshair's now at 0 motes. Rock on, bunny.
The answer is at least alluded to in this book.
I can't wait to read it. Again.
It is at least alluded to. Now, beyond that, there's obviously some things that are my own license. You're not going to find the whole answer here. But we haven't left Changeling. I just want to make that very clear. We are unfortunately not playing this Sunday. It's getting close to the holidays. Elizabeth isn't even going to be here.
I'm at the airport tomorrow, so gifts tweeted at me are greatly appreciated. Please,
Please.
please just dig into your well of gifts. Let her rip.
It's the 23rd.
Oh, boy.
There may be a stream
Ooh.
on the 23rd, but it will be my stream, and possibly also Kate will be there. I don't believe Scott will be around either. But we
could
might
tune
do
in.
one. You'll just have to pay attention to Twitter, but we might do one. It might just be an good old fashioned RPG clinic.
Oh, shit.
We can talk about things. You can tell me, you can tweet at me what you believe might have happened, but I'd rather that you send it to me in a DM. Let's not spoil anything for people here.
Fair.
Slide into his DMs.
Folks, have you checked out the Chrysalis sessions? Because if you haven't, you should.
They're on YouTube.
I love all three of them for very different reasons.
Fucking
Yes.
good.
You can find them all
Job.
They went really
on
well. yeah.
Liz's
Good.
YouTube channel, but you
job.
can also find them on rpgclinic.com, where you can find synopses for
Can
every
you?
episode as well as links to
Yet?
the videos posted on YouTube.
Question mark,
You can also see
actually.
a newly revamped fan art section. I'm going to have to go and troll through there to pull more art for the beginning and closing of
I'm
the
working on
episodes
optimizing
here.
it.
Because that's
Anyone-
what I love to do.
Feels like posting, making a drawing of all of us on the metro after
But-
Samhain. 200 punchy punch points.
You know those have value.
What's happening this week?
So mean.
Monday?
Well, Monday's a great day to just lay back and, get rustle up your saddles and toss some dynamite. Yeet. I have a special guest tomorrow on Method Monday, I think. We're going to see how special the guest is. Go on down, guys. 5:30 Eastern. Oh my God.
Wednesday?
Wednesday, I'm gonna be right here. I might do some more Artifact, actually.
Wednesday, you may be streaming earlier in the day because I think you're at a dinner during the dinner times.
Oh, yep. No, that's true. That's
Actually
absolutely true. Look at that.
I
There's a
know.
reason why I have a stage manager. Yeah, Wednesday, the stream's probably going to come a little bit earlier. I might do some more Artifact, or I might just do an RPG clinic. I don't know. I'm feeling a little nostalgic. We'll see what happens. Thursday?
I do intend to stream. Details to come.
Oh shit!
Friday.
But you know what's happening on Friday?
Oh. Well, the Punchy ain't here. But when the Punchy's away, the rest of the Punchy crew will cry. And probably play something. So, meow, meow, meow. Yeah. You can watch the cats punch
you
me for 2
refer
hours.
to it as a punchy crew, so obviously
it's
there has
true.
to be someone.
I'm gonna try to
Punchy
tune
crew.
in.
Nice.
We'll see. We'll see what I
So we
go on.
can.
For you and yours, if you're traveling or if you are experiencing family or friend time this holiday season, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not, you still get all of us.
Right
Be
here.
around. Special thanks, of course, to She Who Knows 10,000 Things, Entropy's Disciple. I might have broken She Who Knows 10,000 Things. We'll see. I might get some private messages later. We'll find out.
You will.
But thanks to all of you. We've done some cool stuff this year. We're going to keep going, and
Amazing.
I think 2019 might be very interesting.
But we will be back at the very end of 2018.
So-
December 30th, right here.
Kind of ringing the new
This
We're
year.
not even,
channel.
we're not even going to interrupt your New Year's celebration.
Yeah.
We're so considerate. Last year, didn't we have a stream on New Year? No,
We
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
we did.
New Year's
Then we
Day. Oh no, it was New Year's Eve, and then we fucking
went to
took
the
off. That's
party.
right. That's so
what
funny.
a bunch
Well.
of turds.
Either way, folks,
badass.
Quote ad.
up. To the right. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Gift storm.
Happy.